What's going on? What's going on? Some crazy games today. I didn't think there would be too many upsets or like anybody was really on upset alert, but man, this has been a crazy weekend for college football. I love it. This is what we love about college football. This is why we love college football, everyone. Let's see. Does everything sound good? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Getting it started just a little early. Uh, Man, I'm watching the Alabama game, South Florida. Man, I thought, Florida was going to have a rough maybe quarterback, before, the season. But man, Alabama is a lot worse than Florida at the quarterback position. My goodness. Those guys are horrendous. They're playing musical chairs with their quarterbacks. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, Milroe didn't play particularly well against Texas, but at least he moved the ball. Tyler Buckner looks like he shouldn't even be in college football, or at least D1. And then Ty Simpson, really I can't tell very much because the defense is already back there on him. The offensive line pass blocking for all three quarterbacks has been horrendous anyways. But, let's get this checked out. Oh, so but it's fun, man, seeing Florida State, putting up a pathetic performance. They should have lost. Boston College had 18 penalties for like 180 yards. Even their fan base was like, what the heck was that? Because if they play like that against Clemson, I know Clemson's not like, it doesn't scare you right now, but it's, yeah. It's weird right now. But, you got Alabama struggling against South Florida. I mean, was it Georgia was struggling against South Carolina, but looks like they went ahead and took over that game pretty quick. Darn. Man, South Carolina had them 14-3 first half. I was like, just keep that offense going. You knew they were going to crap the bed on that one. But, oh my God, Alabama quarterbacks, 5 of 14 for Tyler Buckner, 0 for 3 for Ty Simpson. He was 0 for 3 in the first half, so I guess he couldn't even throw a pass. And he's back in the game. I'm just looking at this before the Florida game. So Florida game should be starting pretty soon. Ty Simpson looking to pass, and he can't even complete. He can't even complete a little. What was it? A little tight end screen. Funny how people in the summer talked about how bad UF's quarterback room is, and Alabama has benched 2 this week alone. It's really bad. It's really bad, Matthew. And then we have Daniel Alexander. Hey Blake, I won't be catching the stream tonight because I'm at the game. Going to be screaming my ass off. Let's go, Daniel Alexander. No problem, man. Listen, man, if you can't make the stream, that's all right, dude. I'm gonna have a video after the game. Y'all know I am. So just check that one out. I'll be all right. Let's see, Ty Simpson, and okay, that was actually a pretty damn good throw. All right, all right. Ty Simpson put that one on the money. Ty Simpson put that one on the money. You think we honestly have a good chance tonight? I do. This is the most nervous I've been before a game in a long time. You know why you're nervous, William? And it's totally okay. You're nervous because Florida is capable of winning. What the heck was that? Sorry, man. I'm watching the Alabama game. I'm watching this crap show. I mean, listen. After the teams I've saw today, I don't know how bad Florida could play for me to go, well, they're the worst team in college football because I have seen some horrible ones today. My goodness. Gosh, dog it, I accidentally hit the button wrong. Man, this is, and that's what it is, William, man. It's just because you're nervous because Florida is capable and they have a good shot. They're in the swamp. It's Tennessee. Listen, you can say what you want, but, that history does linger with coaches and former players because some of those guys, they got the COVID years, so they've been there for 5, some 6 years. So they're well aware of the Florida, and when you go into the swamp, anything could happen. We all know the Antonio Callaway, Will Greer connection, touchdown what was it, 4th and 17 or something like that. And really, he didn't even have to score a touchdown. He already made the first down, but Tennessee was just horrible on defense. Oh, man, looks like Alabama's about to score. 1st and goal. By the way, guys, just so y'all know, I'm saying this before, I am streaming the game. I don't have cable. For some reason, man, where I'm at, I can't get cable. And so I'm going to be lagging. It's already a lag between, YouTube when you stream, but it's going to be a lag in the stream. But I'm going to lose my mind. If y'all just, sometimes people like actually watching the game and then coming back to watch my live reaction because it's like 20 seconds behind. But let's see, Ty Simpson, horrible throw, but his tight end called it. If it was a good throw, he would have made a touchdown. But, that was actually a good catch, though. This Alabama game, man, is just so intriguing because it's like, could South Florida really beat them? I don't know. I mean, Alabama's played poor. Yeah, they're just going to run the ball and score. Dude, that offensive lineman just pancaked that guy. Wow. Luckily, I'm not just announcing. I'm just watching the game. You're hearing just me just saying, just talking some crap. So it looks like Ty Simpson. Hey, if you're an Alabama fan watching this, I actually have some Ty Simpson memorabilia in my eBay store. Nice little plug in there. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I sponsor my own eBay store. So, and if anybody's ever interested, I have Florida Gator memorabilia, Alabama, LSU, all the freaking teams, even the other teams that I hate. So, oh, man. So if you ever want to check out my eBay store, I have a lot of prices, but I also take discounts as well. I'll hook someone up. That Ty Simpson pass, little flag route, that was actually a pretty damn good throw. I like that one. Somebody had to make a good throw for Alabama. Jeez, it was terrible. When's this game going to get going on? What they got? They say 6, but of course it could change. That's what I'm waiting on. Waiting on the Florida-Tennessee game. Nobody cares about Alabama anyways. Let's see. I think it's going to be on this one. Let's see. So Georgia ended up beating South Carolina 24-14. Man, that just sucks because South Carolina had 14. So they didn't even score in the second half. Man, I know there's a South Carolina fan that's subscribed to my channel that's going to be upset about that. I couldn't watch the second half. It wasn't on my stream. I couldn't even find it. I'm able to watch the Alabama game that was in a lightning delay or something. Let's see. I don't think Alabama's beating Ole Miss next week. Playing like this? Heck no. Ole Miss is, and you could pass on Alabama. If South Florida if they had a quarterback, they could throw on them. I mean, we saw what Quinn Ewers did. We know Ole Miss has like 15 quarterbacks in their room. Jesus. Well, they got Spencer Sanders, Jackson Dart, Walker Howard. I mean, like a lot of 5-star quarterbacks as well. By the way, speaking of quarterbacks, if you're watching this stream late or if you listen to me right now, if you get a chance, maybe later on, as we're waiting on the Florida game, there's a guy that I watched last night in high school football that really caught my eye. He was pretty dang good. Goes by the name of Battle Alberson. If you ever maybe during the week, if you want to just take a look at it, kid is really good. He had nine total touchdowns last night. 9. Team kind of did run up the score a little bit. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what they were. I don't know if somebody ticked them off or something. They're showing the highlights of the Boston College game, which the Boston College quarterback was pretty good, but man, they're just penalties killed them. Florida State just did not impress me today. And I told so many people, I was like, you can throw on Florida State. So if you have a good quarterback, you're going to be able to throw. Let's see, DJ has 6 touchdowns. God dang. Oh, is he playing today? He's what, Lagway? Let's see. If you have a good quarterback, though, you'll be able to throw on freaking Florida State, though. But, I mean, easy. Let's see. If we eliminate mistakes, I do think we'll win. I don't think Alabama's beating Ole Miss. Oh, that was another one. Let's see. That spread is like 29. Dang. DJ has 6 touchdowns. I've waited a long time to say Bama's embarrassing the rest of the SEC. Well, here it is. It's your time because they have. Just the top teams have not looked impressive. Georgia, they at least came back in the second half, and then they were Georgia. They were dominant. They just it looked like they used the run game a lot. You use that big, powerful offensive line, which I'm surprised Alabama hasn't been trying to do that in this game. Florida State looked horrible against Boston College. Think about it. They got to go to Clemson next week. I guess Ohio State looked the best. Kyle McCord. I don't know what. I know Ohio State's score was high, but it's like Marvin Harrison had another long touchdown. Travion Henderson had a nice little touchdown run for Ohio State. So you could make the case for Ohio State, maybe. I mean, they're 6. They're going to probably jump a team or two. 56-10. Oh, the game's not even over. Damn. So, I mean, Notre Dame is a team. Listen, I try to tell y'all about Sam Hartman. Nobody wanted to listen to me about Sam Hartman. When Florida was talking about getting Sam Hartman, I was like, man, I wish I'd pick Florida in every game having that dude. That dude he was special at Wake Forest. But Notre Dame's a team. They play Ohio State next week, so we're really going to find out how good those teams are. Both teams coming off of big offensive scores. Let's see. Would a win tonight be better than Florida's win at Utah last year? It would be better, but I don't think the feel of it would be. And the reason why I say that because it was first game, a new head coach, the atmosphere, it was just special. Last year's game, and then Anthony Richardson went off. With the feel of it, no, but I think with the impact, yes, because Tennessee feels like this is their year. This is their year to beat Florida in the swamp. This is their year to. You see all these teams now, Alabama, Georgia, not playing particularly well, so the SEC is wide open. I mean, who wants to take advantage of it? You see in LSU, I mean, they fell on their face against Florida State week 1. So SEC is wide open. There's not a dominant team right now, in my opinion. Georgia, they're the number 1 team in the country, but 24-14 over South Carolina. South Carolina, we all know their offensive line has issues, and it was surprising South Carolina went up 14-3 early, or especially in the first half. So let's see. Tennessee, though, that's surprising. Now the line has went down. Tennessee is a 5.5-point favorite. So it was 6 or 6.5. So now 5.5 in the swamp, sold out. Look at the blue everywhere. And then you got a little bit of Tennessee orange here and there. Yeah. I mean, that's just Tennessee orange. I don't even think Tennessee people like their own orange. Like it's like that puke orange, It's just not a good one. Just not good at all. I wish I had somebody to go live with me today, but my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, just had a baby. He's a big Florida State fan, so, he doesn't make the best decisions in his life. But they just had a baby, so my dad is actually in Louisiana watching their other kids and while they get situated. So my dad will not be able to come on the live with me today. And I really just didn't even want to bother with it because I know he's busy. So just me on the mic today. But I'll still make it interesting. Probably go crazy here and there. It'll probably be good and bad. I'll try not to do too much. See, Go Gators and Dolphins. Ew. Dolphins, Colin? Jaguars. That's the best Florida NFL team anyways. Or we're about to find out this weekend when they play Kansas City. Yo, Blake, hoping for the best. Go Gators. Yes, right. Shred. 22 recruits for 2025 are there. I heard that there was a bunch. I heard there was a pretty good bit. Some high-profile ones, too. Gators can do this. Game. We're going to find out. Tulane over Southern Miss, 21-3. Let's see. Look at the Florida. Let's turn it up. I don't care. Listen. I want to hear it. College game day there. Tim Tebow didn't even pick Florida, guys. That's crazy. But he loves Joe Milton, though, because he, I guess, reminds him of him. But a lot of people weren't happy about that when Tim Tebow picked Tennessee over Florida. Man, can Graham Mertz just make the plays? That's going to be today. Can Graham Mertz just make that play? Can he just make the simple throws? Can he get ahead of the sticks? Can he get in 3rd and 4 manageable? Can the offensive line just not pass it? Is that Trey Burton? Nice. Trey Burton is Mr. Two-Bits today. Nice. If you played at Florida, that's like the ultimate, I guess, what am I trying to say? The ultimate accomplishment, you know, what you did at Florida, being the honorary Mr. Two Bits. That's pretty cool. But, oh man, I should have ate before I did this stream. I'm not going to lie. But I was battling some sinus issues. And if you ever had a severe sinus infection, it feels like you're having a toothache at the same time. It is one of the worst feelings that you could have, especially a toothache, if you have an abscessed tooth or something. But man, I've been battling this sinus infection for quite some time. And man, it was killing me before the stream. And I really didn't even know if I was going to be able to do it. But about 30 minutes before the stream, I felt it starting to get a little better. And thank goodness. I'm just glad I feel better before the game anyways. So, by the way, if you're not liked or if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I always forget to say that. And then hit the like button, gets the video out, especially during the game. So when something does happen, you'll find it on YouTube and hear me lose my mind. Or you could just replay it and go, let's see what Blake said on this one, because you know he got pissed. But when's this game going on? It's past 6, guys. What's going on? Let's see the chat. Let's see, Burton was Mr. Jack of all trades. Dude, wasn't he? And then, won a Super Bowl. So, I mean, he played a huge role in that. Your cam is off. My cam is off. Talking about my camera? Looks like it's on. See, kickoff is at 7:08. God dang it. See, I knew it never starts on time. Let's see. You said, or my mic is off. Let's see. No? No, it's on. It's on. Okay, William. Your camera's fine here. Okay. I mean, I got bad. Dude, there's like, so of course, Florida, you're going to have some bad weather. Dude, it is storming. Mic is fine too. Appreciate it. I try to get this mic. Ever since I've been using this mic, it actually sounds better. Like when I go back to listen to see how the mic sounds all right. It's probably not going to sound great whenever I start throwing stuff. If I do. Maybe I'll throw it in celebration too. But man, it's loud. Look at it already. Look at him coming onto the field. Let's get the I want to hear the love the band, man. That's what college is all about, dude. You got the band. That's why it's way better than the NFL. Because I love it when you score, you get the band playing. You know what I mean? It just, the atmosphere is just better. There we go. Chris Fowler is by far one of my favorite play-by-play announcers. Kirk Herbstreit, color commentator, he's all right. He hates Florida, though. I reopened the app. It was off on my side, but I'm good now. All right, Max's point. I was sitting there, man. I was like, what the heck? I said, because you're going to want to see my camera if something good or bad happens. Trust me. I'm interested in the game plan. You know what the game plan should be? Run the ball. It's like that guy, what's his, Jermaine Funny Man? He does the Alabama skits. I can't wait to see his tomorrow because he always does one after the game. Run the ball, Florida. You get your Kingsley back. You get your center. I wanna just pound it. Pound it and pound it. Joe Milton. Let's see. He's warming up. Jersey looks a little white, guys. I think we need to get a little green on that today. Storming in Gainesville right now. No, but it's storming at my house. I'm a little far away from Gainesville, so it was, though. Actually, I think it rained during the day, or at least it was supposed to. Don't know how much they got, but it should be fine now. I mean, you saw South Florida, Alabama. That game was in a delay, lightning delay, and they're playing at, I believe, Raymond James Stadium. So Tampa, it's a little bit of ways from Gainesville. Man, oh man, we need to get Milton's job taken away again tonight. I think he's a little more experienced than that, but I'll be honest with you guys. I know I've heard a lot of people say that. I would not like that. And the reason why, I get there's a guy behind him that's inexperienced in college football, but that son of a gun's pretty good. Nico Ilamanueva, I believe I'm saying his name right. Dude's like a freaking badass volleyball player. And that dude's pretty good at football. Sonny and Destin. Emily! Sonny and Destin. Yeah, well, it wasn't here, Emily. It was Strowman. Oh, here we go. Got a swarm of blue in the crowd. You got, looks like some coaches come up to Bill and Napier like, how many wide receiver screens do you want to run today? Gosh dang it. Don't say it already, Blake. I already have a skit for that one if I see about 15 wide receiver screens in this game. I know that, though. Josh Heupel. Let's see what this... Tennessee is wanting to run the ball because they got two good running backs as well. If you love defense in the trenches, this is the game for you. I think Tennessee, though, is going to try to throw it a little bit more. They're going to try to test that secondary for Florida. Will they do what Utah did? Who knows? But look at it. Loud and proud in Gainesville. Florida will get the ball to start this game. And let's see what the offense can do. Man, I really hope it's not like freaking the Utah game. See, the whole playbook of screens ready to be called. Max's point. Don't put that on us. Don't you put that on. Shades of Ricky Bobby. By the way, guys, just so y'all know, my stream may be a little behind everybody. I am streaming it. Don't have freaking cable because AT&T sucks. And here we go. There's the kick, end over end, and it's in the back of the end zone. All right, Graham Mertz walking out to the field. 1-1 as the Florida Gator quarterback. He is 526 passing yards this season, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, a 74% completion percentage on the season. Not bad, efficient. Now, can he be efficient today? Can he control the offense? Let's see. All blue unis, always love those. It's classic, dude. Classic shred. Love it. The classics are always the best. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Looks like that's going to be Wilson in motion. Please tell me the one thing I said. Please tell me the one thing I said you can't do because you have the home crowd. Is it D? Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm about to lose my mind already. Pre-snap penalties. How? I said this. You can't get behind. You can't get behind. I swear this offensive line's got like money on this game. We keep seeing documentaries about this. But come on now. Come on. It was freaking Damian George, too. Go figure. Here we go, shotgun formation. Let's see. Eugene Wilson, they're going to give it to him, and he's going to spin his way and get back to the original line of scrimmage. Love getting Eugene Wilson. Just get him the ball. Get him the ball like the little spin move. Tackled by Barron on the play, number 9 for Tennessee. And it looks like Florida's wanting to do a little tempo. Just don't go off sides. Gosh dang it. Tennessee defensive line is pretty good, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that, but their secondary is a little suspect. All right, here we go. Looks like Eugene Wilson again, and he's going to get close to a first down, and they're going to give it to him. A first down, 2 little pass plays. I don't really count them as pass plays. It's just a run play. It's a run play. But two runs by Eugene Wilson, a first down. Let's just hope this freaking offensive line doesn't do anything more stupid that they've already done. First play of the game. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, twins down to the bottom. Mertz, play action. He's looking. He's throwing. He overthrows his intended target, Caleb Douglas. That was a tough angle. He's on the left side, left hash, and he's throwing it all the way to the right hash. It was going to be a difficult throw because the receiver, Caleb Douglas, is going parallel. It's not like a flag route or nothing like that. It was going to be a tough throw. So incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Gators. 13:56 left in the first quarter. And looks like Tennessee bringing a little bit of heat on the left side. And Mertz has a man wide open again. Eugene Wilson, who we've been talking about getting in this game or getting in the season, even though he's a true freshman. Who cares? He's one of your most explosive players on your offense. And this might open up the run game. I see what they're doing. I don't mind it. They're trying to pass to get the run game open. Just keep putting the ball in Eugene's hands. And here we go. Shotgun formation, Eugene Wilson. And there's the snap, Montrell Johnson, and a gain of 2. This is where I was talking about. Tennessee defensive line is pretty good. That's one thing about them. Gain of 2. I see what Florida's trying to do. They're just trying to open up that defense. Like, okay, back off of us. We want to run the ball. Back off. We can't throw. So if they can get Eugene Wilson, hey, don't forget Ricky Pearsall. He's here, another possession receiver for you. So if you can find holes in the zone, man, you could pick apart this defense pretty quickly. So here we go, shotgun formation, Montrell Johnson at the right hip of Mertz. And here's the snap. Mertz is going to pull it. He's going to run. He's going to throw it. He's got Eugene Wilson a yard shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Gators. Now on the Tennessee side. So now across midfield, you got to feel like even if you don't get it on this 3rd down, it's going to be 4-down territory as long as you don't lose yards. So 3rd and 1 for the Gators. Trips to the top. Mertz sends a man in motion. That's going to be Eugene Wilson. They're going to give it to Johnson. Johnson rolling his way and no gain on the play. And oh no, the flag comes out. The flag comes out, and I can only imagine what this is. Is it going to be? And he's looking at the Tennessee side. Yep. Holding on the offense. It was going to bring up 4th and 1. Tennessee's going to push them back. I'm okay with that. Actually, it's like because Tennessee declined it. That gives you 2 plays to get it. So that was on Kingsley. Kingsley, the new man, he just got back from injury, and now the Florida Gators looking at a 3rd and 11. Not where I want the Florida Gators to be, but get about 8-9 yards. If you can't get 11, get 8-9. They're bringing pressure. Tennessee's bringing pressure. And, oh, no, Mertz is rolling. And he's going. Throws it. Wilson. Did he get it? He got it 2 feet down. 1st down for the Gators. Eugene Wilson, the best player. And Mertz is the one he's staring down. He's like, it's Eugene Wilson or nobody. And he gets 2 feet in as long as he kept contained. He kept control. Doubles receivers, shotgun formation for Mertz. Eugene Wilson already with 5 catches. Tennessee bringing pressure on the side where they're running with Johnson. And Johnson lowers his shoulder, gain of about 5 on the play. So 2nd down for the Gators. They're running. Now their offense is getting some tempo. Now they're able to run the ball. What I like what they're doing, stretch plays, zone plays, wide zone plays. Let's run those, okay? I like those instead of just running right at the teeth of the defense because Tennessee does have a good defensive line. So pistol set for the Gators. Twins receivers down at the bottom. 1 tight end set. Mertz hands it off to Johnson and no gain on the play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Gators. He might have gained a yard on the play. But I like what the Florida Gators are doing. This is like a heavyweight match. You got to just wear down your opponent. Eat up that clock. Eat it up. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5, so I guess no gain on the play. It's more about 3rd and 4, but trips up to the top for Mertz. You got to think either Eugene Wilson or Ricky Pearsall. I usually call it 3rd and Pearsall low snap, but it looks like we have whistles, and we have a timeout early for Florida. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 when we come back. Florida already using up a timeout early in the game. So Florida moving the ball. Yeah, not a bad drive so far. Not a bad drive. You can see, by God, what is it? Eugene Wilson's on the verge of having a 20-catch game. Because Tennessee likes to run tempo, so really the non-first down thing is not a big factor because only 5 minutes have rolled off the clock, and Florida's moving the ball pretty well. So, love it. Like it so far. Game plan, Eugene Wilson. Yeah, it's good, Eugene Wilson. See, I like to have Mertz scrambling on play action. Yeah, I have no problem with that. It gives him options, Because if you have crosser routes or, you have a route tree, if you ever see them for Florida, I mean, it just helps out a quarterback, especially when you move them out the pocket. And plus, when you're afraid of your offensive line that can't really block the best, it's best to do that. Especially a hard play action, because you still have to look out for Florida because they have a really dynamic duo in the backfield. So, defenses are still afraid of the run game for Florida. So a hard play action really has worked well in the game so far, as long as they can keep doing it. See, Graham Mertz, this is all he needs to do is just manage the game. I don't need him to go out here and try to win it on his own. No, give it to your playmakers. I like getting Eugene Wilson early. Just get him in rhythm. Get him a feel of the game. And it's going to be a big third down right here, though. Big third down. By the way, did y'all see that Missouri 61-yard field goal as time expired? That was an SEC record. Upset number 15 Kansas State. Missouri was at home. What a freaking kick, by the way. That was awesome. Missouri might be a team Florida has to worry about, though, because it looks like they can play a little bit offensively. Let's see. Any good games after Florida tonight? You got the Colorado State game, because Florida's playing, rather early-ish. So there might be some games on the West Coast or something that might be good to watch. Yeah. But Florida's played well so far. Florida has this is what I expect out of Florida, just methodically drive. You're not looking for anything deep yet, but do these short plays, run here and there. If you gain a couple, that's fine, but do these little short routes. And I'm telling you, there might be a Caleb Douglas streaking down a seam or something, or they're going to take a shot later in the game. I'm not going to say it's right now, but later in the game, they're going to take a shot because it's getting Tennessee creeping up right now because everything's short. So Tennessee's going to start creeping up with that defense, and it's time to go over the top. I would say later on in the game. I wouldn't do it this early yet. So here we go. Eugene Wilson in motion again, and they fake it. It's going to be ETN, and he's tackled by his shoestrings. That was a great play call because they've been running with Eugene Wilson, and they fake it with him. They hand it off to ETN, and he gets brought down at about the 26-yard line, and the Florida Gators have a fresh set of downs. Current drive for the Florida Gators, 10 plays, 49 yards, 5:11 off the game clock right now. That was a big run by ETN. Big run. He bursted out of that. He saw that hole and hit it and ran. Here's Graham Mertz. Gives it back to ETN, and a gain of maybe three on the play. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Gators. Big run on 3rd and 5. What that told me, it looks like we have a down defender on the play for Tennessee. But what that told me right there, you're running on 3rd and 5. It was actually, this time, I'll call it a great play call. What I liked about it was you've been running with Eugene Wilson, you set that play up. It's just like how I was talking about setting up the big play, later on. But you set up that play for a run play that went the opposite way. You've been going with Eugene Wilson, streaking him across and giving it to him, and that whole defense shifted over, and it let ETN get a big run, huge run play on 3rd down. So a methodical drive by the Florida Gators right now, and it's got the Tennessee defense reeling in the swamp. Let's go. Here we go. Big run. Let's see. What's best about this drive is that they are keeping Tennessee's offense on the sideline. Yeah, Tennessee's offense can be explosive, especially their run game. And I'm excited to see the Tennessee offensive line versus the Florida Gator defensive line. But here's the thing. Points right here. Points. You need points. I would love a touchdown, but points, you can't go away from here and not have any points. I'm talking about you, kicker. Do not miss a chip shot field goal if it comes to that. 2nd and 7. Hopefully the defender for Tennessee is okay. Here we go. Pistol set for the Gators. ETN in the backfield. Man in motion. That's going to be Pearsall. Play looked a little weird, and it was blown up in the backfield. That play looked odd from the get-go. Pearsall was having to, when he was in motion, he was going across, doing a swim move across the tight end. Snap was low, and it was blown up in the backfield. It's going to bring up third and long. Probably lucky that Graham Mertz was able to get the ball, to be honest with you. So third down and 12. Listen, don't do anything stupid. You got at least some points. You're in field goal range. Nothing stupid on this play. ETN in motion. 5 wide for the Gators. Trips up to the top. Mertz. Seeing it back by himself. And there we go. And it's going to be Eugene Wilson for a loss. Tennessee was all over that play. They knew they were going to Wilson. Listen, after the disaster on second down, you were just trying to get Eugene Wilson, maybe the Tennessee defense, but a great open field tackle by number 1. Could have been unsportsmanlike penalty right there, but you probably just go over there and talk to him, and the next time. Well, 46-yard attempt. I was hoping a little closer. Had so much time. Must have been a screenplay. I think the play was to Wilson. All right, 46-yard attempt. I think longer field goals he's better at. Let's see if I'm lying. Let's see if I give him the jinx. Oh, my God. Was that blocked? I hope it was blocked. Please tell me that was blocked. They're not showing. Please tell me that was blocked. Did I give him the jinx, guys? Okay, it was blocked. But I did do the announcer jinx. Gosh! Darn it! You know what? Fuck. Jesus Christ. See, this is why I have a sinus infection a lot of times, because stress does it to you. I already hand slapped the ball. Okay. With the longer, I mean, if y'all know football, and a lot of y'all do, when it's a longer field goal attempt, which that's why it sucked that the Florida Gators lost that much, especially on second and then third down they lost yardage. The longer the field goal, the lower the trajectory of the kick has to be. And what happens, you can't kick it up high. You have to get it. It's a 46-yard field goal. It's not a chip shot. So, gosh. I'm already getting text messages. Yes, I know. Gosh, dog it. They needed points. That's all I cared about was points. All that momentum for nothing, Matthew Walker. Oh, and I'm getting a bunch of people in the chat now because they're probably wanting me to go off. Not yet. By God, it's such a long game. I've had a rough day. Coke may have a little something else in it later on. And I'm not talking about just the jack position on defense. Mertz threw away too soon. Yeah, I mean, I feel like on that third down it was to get a little closer, and of course, and unfortunately, it worked against them. So, need a 3 and out, and that's all I cared about. William, he said we need points. That's all I cared about. I was like, just get some points. If it's not a touchdown, that's fine. Get within field. You're in field goal range. Don't do anything stupid. And 2 plays, they went backwards. I feel like a big problem with this game is going to be, or with the Florida Gators defense, is when they get into the red zone or close to it, that field shrinks, and now the defense can come up. Yes, you can use all those short routes, but it's not going to work as effective whenever you got 80 yards to go rather than 20, 25 yards. So it was not blocked, someone said. It didn't look like, I think I gave him the announcer jinx, though. Let's see how our defense handles this offense. We have to keep Milton in the pocket. He's going to be the Achilles heel if he starts running. Because, remember, he is that third running back for the Tennessee offense, And now Tennessee has, now they feel like, hey, our defense just went all the way down the field, or Florida did, and they got 0. This is where I'm expecting Tennessee to maybe strike some fear in Florida. I would if I was them. Let Trey Smack place kick it. Man, with a name like that, you would think he'd be a badass freaking kicker. Trey Smack it. Smack it all on the floor. All right, here we go. Tennessee, 4 wide. Here's Milton. Going to give it to his man, That's going to be number 0. I believe that's one of the running backs, if I'm not mistaken. And here's the Tennessee offense. They go quick, ladies and gentlemen. So on the season, Joe Milton's throwing 67% completion percentage, and here we go. And there's the run, and slung down by Big Cam Jackson. Going to bring up a 3rd down for the Tennessee offense. Could this be a quick 3 and out? 3rd and 4 for the Tennessee offense. This crowd needs to be loud. You need to be loud. This is a huge play early in the game. You need to get off the field. Florida Gator offense can at least move the ball. Let's see what the Tennessee offense could do right here. There's Milton. He's going to give it to his man. Why was there no one covering the running back coming out of the backfield? An easy 1st down for the Tennessee Volunteers. And now they're getting ready to get to the ball again at their own 46-yard line. Man, this is going to be a lot of talking for me in this game, I could tell. Tennessee offense already to the line. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Tennessee gives it to his man out of the backfield, but the defensive line with great penetration. Probably a gain of 2 on the play. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Tennessee Volunteers. 4 wides. Shotgun formation. Running back at the left hip of Milton. Milton looking. Milton looking. He's throwing. Got a man wide open! Oh my goodness! Red zone opportunity. Again, I had suspicions of this Florida Gators secondary, and Joe Milton, that I was afraid of, throwing it deep just outside of 1st and goal, right at the 11-yard line. Tennessee deep in Florida Gator territory, 1st and 10. I mean, you couldn't be more wide open. Here's Milton looking, throwing, man, open, touchdown on the 5-star defensive back, Jason Marshall, who I have no idea what he was covering, because the only thing he was covering is probably the spread, because that's what looks like he was doing on that play. An easy touchdown for the Tennessee Volunteers. 6 plays, 201. Florida Gator defense is the same. This is what I was trying to tell everybody, but I fooled myself and said the Florida Gators had a shot to win this game. How stupid of me. Because I try to believe. God dang it, I'm starting early, ain't I? And Tennessee for the extra point. I mean, by God, I mean, it's good. I mean, how easy is that? The Tennessee defensive backs, everybody try to tell me, I'm telling y'all, against Utah did nothing. I mean, Utah got the early lead and just sat on it. They didn't have to throw it downfield. Look at this. Jason Marshall, my God, I mean, he just got put in a blender. I mean, you might as well put the Ninja on the Ninja blender, spin it around, make you a smoothie, because that's about all he was doing on that play. Jason Marshall got burnt. And whoever it was on the other play was absolutely embarrassing, because 2 plays, Tennessee, Joe Milton, ladies and gentlemen, came to freaking play. Let's give him some respect. We talk a lot of crap. Florida Gators talk a lot of crap about he needs to be, we need to bench him, or you need to put him on the bleachers. By God, he came and said, listen, I'm in the swamp. And he has proven so far that he ain't laying down in this game. Let's see. Mitchell got picked off, was offensive PI. I wouldn't say it was offensive PI. I would say it's a natural rub route. He got caught. You got to get away from it. To me, it's not offensive pass interference. He's running a natural route. The defender, I don't know what Mitchell was doing. He just stood there. I mean, when you stand there and you're not really making a play, you're not trying to do anything, that's on you, because he was flat-footed anyways. Never mind. He was late as God. Oh, God. Let's see. That wasn't bad defense at all by Jason Marshall. It was just a nice catch. Well, really, it was an underthrown ball. Jason Marshall, I don't know what he was doing. He went with the fake. Tennessee receiver put him in a blender. Let's be honest. That Tennessee wide receiver, that's what you call a, what is it? One of them put on your head. Yeah, he got Jason Marshall. He didn't even put a hand on him. Goal line. I mean, come on now. Didn't even put a hand on him. You at the goal line? Come on now. Looks like old Joe is getting it figured out. He got smoked from the line. I didn't see it live. Colin. I was like, oh my God. Really, it was hard to see it though. If you look, if you're watching it. Hey man, what's the matter with my freaking TV? Hey, stream better not go out. Don't be like Sanford and Son. I'll give you one of these. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Probably don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I was just making sure. My stream was about to go out. I was about to lose my mind, just like on that last drive. Tennessee, man, 2:01 off the clock. They went down there methodical. That is a problem because Florida Gators not a team that's going to go. Oh my goodness, they're not an explosive team. They don't have the quarterback. But I mean, I felt like they did all right until they got down there and they just screwed it up in 2 plays. But it is what it is. 32 people in the chat. Appreciate it, everyone. You're going to watch me probably lose my ever-loving mind in this game. We'll see. I've talked a lot of trash today, especially to Florida State. Still will, because they look like they suck today. I talked a little bit to Georgia. They came back and won, of course, because South Carolina crapped the bed. Let's see. Blake, we are dead from Superfly. I mean, it ain't looking good. I know that. Joe Milton. Maybe they've been playing down to their competition or something, guys, because I didn't see this in the 2 games. I didn't see it. Now, are they capable? Yes. I even said they're capable of winning. They got the athletes. But Joe Milton stood in there for that throw. I mean, by God, it was wide open. Jesus. Like I said, Mitchell was flat-footed. Can't really, I mean, it was his defender going up and hit the other defender. It is what it is. It's a natural rub route. That's what they call it. See, Billy offense, motion a wide receiver, run up the middle. Well, when they should be playing poorly, then they should be playing poorly. Let's see. Tennessee with the kick, and it's going in the back of the end zone. Florida Gators will get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Let's see if we can go down there and do absolutely nothing again. Got to keep the crowd in the game. You got to score points. See, how about we take a deep shot? Colin, this may be it. I was expecting it later, but how quick Tennessee just did it, you might want to do it. You've been, oh my God! What happened to Eugene Wilson? What? What? Oh no! Oh my God! Jesus, guys, that might be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Is out of the game in the locker room. Oh my God. Here we go. Mertz looking to throw. And Jesus Christ. He looks, oh my God, I'm looking at his eyes right now, ladies and gentlemen. It does not look good. He might be losing some confidence right now. His eyes, he looks kind of scared. I don't know. He does not look good. He's holding his left shoulder. He might be out. Like out. Holding that like separated shoulder or collarbone. It could be, man. God, I hate it for him, man. He's playing so good. He was really the only offensive weapon he had so far. All right, here we go. Mertz looking. He's going to just toss it to his man. That's going to be Pearsall, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and more manageable, probably 3rd and 5 for the Gators. Please not a 3-and-out this quick. I got getting. Okay, call the play, Blake. Just call it. Don't think about what they're doing. Time for Mizell and Pearsall. Is Mizell in the game? I haven't seen him. I've seen Caleb Douglas. All right, here we go. Big tight end. I want to see a big tight end shot right here. Come on, get a tight end over the middle. Here we go. Mertz, low snap. Mertz looking. He's got a man. Caleb Douglas, 1st down. There we go. That was Caleb Douglas. Nice catch. Low snap. Man, they're going to have to get this snap figured out, guys. I can't put it all on Mertz if that snap's freaking wild. Because that's a timing throw. That timing will get thrown off if those snaps get worse. I get Kingsley, man. He's been out, but dang. Pistol set for the Gators. There's a snap. Mertz hands it off to ETN. 1st down and more. They can't tackle him. ETN, goodbye. Touchdown, Gators. Poor tackling from Tennessee. Hey, listen, I'll take a little look as I can get it because Tennessee, I don't know what they were doing. 62-yard rushing touchdown. Trevor Etienne, that will get the crowd excited. Tennessee, what were they doing on defense? My God. My God, that was horrible. Horrible defense. Florida Gators come back 4 plays, 123 drive. So it only took a minute 23. Man, here we go. Off and running, literally. That was horrible tackling. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have kids, teach them this play right here of how not to tackle. How does it get blocked again? It got blocked again. What are we doing? Well, they freaking got a touchdown at least. But Etienne, here we go. Nice blocking. Great and this is it right here. Let me tell y'all something. This is some of the worst tackling I've seen. Whiff. Number 5. You should not be playing Division I football. Tackling like that. My God. That is horrible. But great pulling. Who was that? That was Damian George on the pull. Got his linebacker. Like I said, guys, it was going to be a first down, but that should not have been a touchdown, but I will take it. Etienne's not a guy you could just shoulder bump, and that was a weak shoulder bump, too. That was some of the worst tackling I've seen in quite some time. But what's up with this right here? This is a problem. 2 block kicks now. What in the world? Worst special teams in college football. That I will agree with. Why is he kicking so low? He got blocked the first time. I don't know. It could be. I don't think it really mattered. There was a guy bulldozing, and it looks sloppy. So if Florida Gators kick it in the back of the end zone, Tennessee will get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 25. Let's see. Our kicker self-esteem has got to be ass. They jumped over the top on block. Yeah, Tennessee's doing a great job. That's 2 block kicks now. That's 4 points pretty much off the scoreboard. So, yeah, special teams does terrible. At least in this game, they haven't put 2 number 3s on the same field. Kind of hard to now since Eugene Wilson's out. So, man in motion. There's a snap. Milton's going to take it himself, and he's going to lower his shoulder up the middle. Gain of maybe 2 on the play. Florida Gator defense does not be celebrating after that last drive. I don't want to see players jumping up and down. Get back because this Tennessee offense is quick. My God, stop! Why you going 10 yards and trying to celebrate? Y'all know this Tennessee offense goes quick. There's a snap. Milton looking. He's going to throw it to his man on the outside. With tackle. Tackling still a problem for Florida. I've been saying that before. Could have been maybe a minimal gain, but a missed tackle on Florida's side. This is a game of non-tackling so far. And the Tennessee offense has another first down. Ball at the 42. Milton looking, but it looks like the play is blown dead. Looks like a flag. Could be false start. Yeah, it's a false start against Tennessee. Walk-on kicker is garbage. Let's see. It should be 10-7. See, the first one was long, but the extra point, you have to kick higher. Yeah, and see, that's what I was saying about the long one. Your trajectory is low. So I don't know why you're kicking it so low, but they're coming in and blocking that. They're having a bull rush coming in, so they're going to have to fix that. All right, man in motion for Tennessee. Joe Milton, ball at their own 37-yard line, and gives it to the man out of the backfield again, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Again, it's a slow developing play, but they still get 5 yards off of it. Florida Gator defense is going to have to start coming up, but that could be a bait like Florida, I feel like, was trying to do. They're trying to bait them into coming up so they could take a deep shot. There's a snap. Milton looking deep, throwing deep, and he's got a man, and it's going to be overthrown. And Milton, I don't like that. He's smiling. He's comfortable. Why aren't we getting pressure on him? Florida is getting 0 pressure on Joe Milton right now. 3rd and 9 for the Gators. Almost beat us deep again. Yeah, if it was a good throw, it would have had him. Gators gambling on this single on man coverage right now. Trips down to the bottom for Joe Milton. It wouldn't surprise me if they try to get about 8-7 yards right here and then go for it on 4th down. So looks like they're running 4 wide. There's the snap. Milton giving it to his man, and that's going to be finally a tackle from the Florida Gators defense, even though they're incapable of doing it sometimes. So a gain of about 1 on the play for Tennessee. Tennessee really showed their hand, so that was kind of dumb on their part. So finally, a competent linebacker or a competent player from the Florida Gator defense can actually make a tackle and cover. What is Tennessee doing? A man in motion, and looks like a squib kick, end over end. Ricky Pearsall down there and downs it at the 17-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Florida Gator offense. Maybe Tennessee's defense, even though they're pretty much incapable of tackling as well, it looks like. Maybe they'll give up another long touchdown. That's a weird-looking kick, though. See, I wonder if they were going to try to fake it. Let's see. So far, so good. Bad moments, but not heartbreakers. No. Let's see. Okay, I don't know why. 1st and 10 for Florida, 1:56 left in the first quarter. It's that Australian punch stuff. That little... I mean, it works because it gets your special teams down there quick. I mean, Florida needs a higher Tennessee special teamer. There's the snap. Mertz hands it off. No, he doesn't. Gives it to his big man. Tight end. Odom. And a 1st down. This is what I was wanting to see. I want to see the tight end. You know, Mertz, listen, he may not be a downfield thrower, but give it to his tight ends. That was one thing he was successful at the University of Wisconsin. Ball at the 30-yard line. Pistol set for the Gators. Pearsall in motion. They give it to Pearsall. He stiff arms. And he's going around. And he looks like he's going to get a gain of 5 on the play. So they're running that jet sweep. So the Florida Gators are, even without Eugene Wilson, they'll give it to Pearsall. Now, Pearsall is not as explosive as Eugene Wilson. But it still gains 5. So it keeps that defense stretchy. You keep that defense moving. Keep them on the field. Get them tired. Like I said, heavyweight match. Could be a tired defense later in the game. Here we go. Mertz pistol set. 2nd and 5. Odom in motion. There's the snap. Mertz going to hand it off to his man, and it's going nowhere. It's on the left side. No gain for Montrell Johnson, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Gators. They have to run a play before the first quarter ends. So maybe a big 3rd down conversion right here for the Florida Gators, and we can get a fresh set of downs to start the 2nd. All right. Ball at the 35. 3rd and 5. Florida Gators are 3 for 4 on 3rd downs in this game. Montrell Johnson in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking. He's still scrambling. Can he get there? And he's looking. He got a guy. Wow, number 8 fell for the fake. Mertz, how unathletic he is, still faked out a defender for Tennessee. Oh, my goodness. How do you make someone look athletic? Oh, my goodness. Number 8, he got him. Oh, yeah, the one time a pump fake I agree with from them. Oh, my goodness. But the Florida Gators should be up a lot more than what they are, but they've cost themselves being down 7-6. I just have a weird feeling about this game right now. I don't know why. Any update on Trey? No, but it didn't look good. Whenever you're not moving your shoulder when you're walking, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. I just hope it's nothing season ending or nothing like that. Like a broken collarbone or something like that. I just don't know what he would have done and on what play it would have been, to be honest with you. Dude, that play by Graham Mertz, that's got to be embarrassing for the defender. That's embarrassing. That's because Florida has been weird for the last 2 years. It is, Matthew. It's just something weird about it. I don't know. It's like the offense is moving okay, but just like Utah, they stall out at the end. You know, they're not really getting touchdowns in the red zone against good competition. I mean, they can get it against McNeese State, but you know, I mean, you saw them go down there against Tennessee on the last drive, and they just stalled out. It's like, gosh, they do it like I've seen it too much. And last year they did the same thing. You saw how many red zone opportunities they missed out on. It's just, I don't know. I'm not trying to get too excited. I know how quick Tennessee can score. So, and they missed an opportunity last drive. They could have definitely had another score. Let's see. Johnson isn't playing good this game. They need him to play less. You talk about Montrell Johnson. It seems like when they're blocking better for ETN for some reason. Still shooting ourselves in the foot, penalties and missed kicks. Yeah. Let's see. Can't get over how bad special teams are. Let's see. I'm still not forgiving Napier for special teams mistakes. They're constant, and he won't do anything about it. They don't even have a special teams coach. I mean, it kind of shows, don't it? I mean, some people just try to act smart, like, hey, we don't need a special teams coach until you're one of the worst special teams in all of college football. I think ETN reads lanes better than Montrell Johnson. Well, the thing about ETN, he's shiftier, so he can make a cut way faster than Montrell Johnson. Montrell Johnson's that guy you want on 3rd and 1 or 4th and inches when you need just a little bit and you want to run stuffer, goal line back. He's perfect at that because he's a big old back. And ETN's still capable of doing it, but Montrell Johnson is more your bruiser runner. Let's see, they have one called game changer position. Can we start changing that game a little sooner? Because I haven't seen much to the change of game in the past 2 years, so ETN doesn't stop pumping his legs, no. And you saw that, like Tennessee, that was just poor tackling. Like, you're going to get a guy who, he's stout. ETN's stout and he's fast. You're going to not tackle. You're just going to do a shoulder bump. Listen, if I'm that coach for Tennessee, whoever that was, I am not putting him back out there. I'm like, I can't trust you. By God, you're going to tackle like that. That means you've been trying to tackle like that. So, hey, Florida gets a fresh set down, start the second. That's what I said. Hopefully they can do. But again, they're on their side of the field, so they always move the ball well on their side of the field. And it's starting to get a little dark in Gainesville, when it means it gets a little louder. People, a little alcohol getting into them a little more. Pistol set for the Gators. And it looks like they got pressure coming from the top. That's Khalil Jackson in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking. Oh, my goodness. He is hammered in the backfield. He took a little longer than what I wanted him to. Listen, this offensive line is not you can't sit back there for 5 seconds, 6 seconds. You got to get rid of it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. He has to get rid of it. But it looks like they're running a 2-man tree. So really, you say it was open. They had two receivers, but there was 5 defensive backs. If Mertz would have got rid of it, I'm telling you, somebody would have came and would have picked it off. So that one I can't blame on Mertz. Y'all know how hard I am on him. 2nd and 17 after the sack. Man in motion. One of the big tight ends for the Florida Gators. There's the snap. Looks like the Tennessee defensive line trying to get back there again. That's going to be Arliss Boardingham, who I am very high on as a tight end. I think he's been hurt the past couple weeks. But Arliss Boardingham is a guy. He's a redshirt freshman. He reminds me a little bit of Kyle Pitts, but with not as much agility. Kyle Pitts was just a physical. He was just a different specimen. But Arliss Boardingham, I'm really high on. I like him. So 3rd down and 12 for the Florida Gator offense. Shotgun formation. Montrell Johnson now shifts to the left hip of Mertz. Doubles receivers for the Florida Gators. Can they block this defensive line? They're only rushing 4. Mertz has to step up. He steps up, slings it, and he's got a man. Khalil Jackson, 1st down. Graham Mertz did an excellent job stepping up after a great defensive line move. Actually, it was a great pass rush, but Mertz able to avoid it and put a great ball to Khalil Jackson, the walk-on receiver, just out of the reach of the defender. That was one of his best throws I've seen him make in his entire collegiate career. And he's got 2 feet down, just in case. Let's see. Yeah, it was good pressure. But great ball, a great ball by Mertz. Like I said, that's probably his best ball I've seen him. Right over the defender's hand. But the thing about Mertz is I hope he he doesn't revert back to what he did at Wisconsin. He would get into these rhythms, and then it would just completely fold. So I want him to keep doing it. But, Florida does have better athletes than what they did at Wisconsin. So Mertz needs to make a lot of people a more believer. Can't keep stalling out on the other side of the field, though. That's just missed opportunities. But that's another 3rd down and 12. That's the 3rd and long. That's the second one that I can think of that the Florida Gators have converted. I mean, 3rd and long, I was not expecting that. I mean, hey, if you make it, that's awesome. But I'm not expecting the Florida Gators to go 3rd and 7 and long. The percentage of them making it shrinks, and that's 2 of them today. That's third and 10 plus that they've converted. So great job in the game in the first half so far by extending the drives. You got to keep that Tennessee offense off the field because the Florida Gator defense, man, they can be torched. Let's stop. Let's put it out the bag. Florida Gator defense can be thrown on. Okay, we've seen it. I've seen it enough. Seen it enough. They can be torched, and you need to keep that Tennessee offense off the field. I think the Florida Gator defensive line can control those running backs for Tennessee, though. I think Cam Jackson, those guys, I think they'll stuff that, but I think Tennessee will just say, we're just going to start airing it out. And I think the Florida Gators, as long as they can extend these drives, especially offensively, keep that Tennessee offense off the field, keep the defense off the field, keep them fresh. I think we could do that. So he could have used Avery Helm. Man, I've seen him play. He hasn't been doing very well at TCU. Let's see. We're not really stalling. We missed a makeable field goal. Not going to score a touchdown every time. Well, it's just they get in their side of the field. I saw it at Utah. They just stall. It's penalties. So the offense just can't move the ball. It's just, and I saw it last year. It's just kind of the same careless where you're just, okay, where you're calling different plays when you get down there. The field shrinks, but you kind of get out of your realm. Like they went down there. It was 2nd down and 8, and it just went haywire on the next 2 plays. So it's just, hopefully they can maybe punch one in. The best, like I said, that was awesome because Trevor Etienne, 62-yard run. It's like, hey man, if you can get these explosive plays, you don't have to worry about the red zone. Where I think the Florida Gators are lacking, especially their confidence is not going to be the best, especially when they get closer to the end zone. Let's see, how do you get their 40? You need to leave with points. Yeah, absolutely. I wish they would do tricky play with Caleb Douglas, who played quarterback in high school. That'd be awesome. See, ball at the 43-yard line. Ricky Pearsall in motion. Montrell Johnson up the middle. Gain of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Gators. That would be pretty cool. Caleb Douglas, double pass or something. Like what Utah did on Florida. Really, Florida's doing a lot in the passing game, a lot more than what I was hoping, or what I was thinking they would do. I wish they would, let's see, just run and run, waste clock. I don't mind it. Let's see, run it again with Johnson. Here we go. Then there's a pass play. This is kind of an extension of the run play. A pass to Pearsall and 1st down, ball at the 31-yard line. All right, so the Florida Gators are close. This is where they got to start moving that ball a little better. Right here, when the field shrinks. I always call that an extended run play. Whenever you do that, man coming out, man in motion, Pearsall. Let's see, 77% of his receptions for 1st down or touchdown. That's why I call him 3rd and Pearsall, because he's your best possession receiver. But here we go. Can the Florida Gators offense move the ball down here when that field shrinks a little bit? Here we go. Graham Mertz gives it to Etienne, cuts it up to the middle, and brought down, I believe, just shy of the 20. Or is it just inside the 20? It's going to be red zone, I believe. ETM, man, what a cut. I mean, give him just a little bit of space, and he could torch you. He's just so shifty, just like his brother, Travis Etienne, who I'm a big Jacksonville Jaguar fan. So, yeah, now in the red zone for the Gators. Trevor Etienne with 5 rushes, 87 yards, and 1 touchdown. Here we go. Can they punch it in? There's Mertz. Hands it off. ETN! ETN! Oh, man, he made a couple people miss, but a gain of 2 on the play. Liked it. I liked it. I like the stretch play. And Tennessee got defenders down on the ground early in the game. Let's see. Tennessee shifted their defense the wrong way. Man, that could have been a more explosive play, too. I was thinking. Man, Tennessee just, they are having a hard time wrapping up. They are having a rough time wrapping up right now. Yeah. He's got more cuts than Emeril Lagasse. He's got more cuts than a big time director. Let's see. Losing defensive line is terrible for Tennessee because of how much the defense is on the field with the tempo they play offensively. Yeah, you ain't lying. And Florida, man, with them just extending drives, defense can't get off the field. 3rd down and 12, you would expect them to get off the field, but Florida's extending these drives, doing a dang good job of it. But again, this is where I would love for them to punch it in. I would love points, don't get me wrong, but I think Florida needs to punch it in. You really can't trust your kicking game right now. See, cut back 1 step earlier and touchdown. Could have been. Keep running the ball. We are doing well. Don't go away from it. From Jaboris Dickerson. Yeah, I mean, if it's working, But what's working is the stretch play, the zone plays, the thing that not going directly, just a halfback dive right up to the center's ass crack. Run these stretch plays to where the outside of the left tackle. I mean, these plays that gets the defense moving because laterally, man, you got a guy, especially ETN, that can make these guys miss. You've been seeing them all game, and it looks like Tennessee can't really tackle. So we've seen that on that 62-yard run. Man, oh man. Must see. Mindset is we have no kicker. Have to go for it. And also, no more extra points. See, tight end boot play. I would love that, William Fisher. I like that. If you're not going to run it, do something where it's a hard play action. Fake the stretch play. You give a hard play action. Pull it. Turn around. I bet you it would be there. You might be right on that one. I like that. Wherever the farthest side of the field is, too. I think the left. So you're on the left side. Mertz is a right-handed thrower. That would be perfect to do it right now. Hansen looks great. Big, towering tight end. I do like him. Let's see. Tight end is amazing. They're balling off. Arliss Boardingham, I like him. Hayden Hansen, Odom. See, Blake, we got to exchange numbers, man. Huge Gator fan. I need someone to talk to you about football with. It's hard when I live in Austin, Texas. Oh, especially in Austin, Texas. Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, and especially after Texas just beat Alabama, too. Yeah, I bet you it's a rough time right now. I didn't think about that. Oh. Let's see. They're showing old Florida highlights. Is that Rex Grossman? Let's see. Is that the last time Tennessee beat Florida? Number 4 ranked Tennessee beat Florida years and years ago. Here we go. Pistol set. Got 2 tight ends on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb Douglas to the top. Pistol set. The Florida Gators need to punch it in right here. Again, like we've all said, the special teams, you don't really trust it right now. They're getting kind of tight. Run play. Right up the middle, though. This is the problem. Okay, so no gain on the play. I literally just said it. Why are we running up the center's ass crack whenever these stretch plays, these zone read plays are working? But you're going to go right up the middle. I don't agree with that. That is a bad play call. That is a bad play call. These stretch plays have worked. ETN, you're giving him up the middle too? Come on now. 3rd and 6, Montrell Johnson. Or it might have been Montrell Johnson. Either one. All right, they're shifting the tight ends. They got 2 tight ends in the game. Let's see, Mertz, shotgun formation. And here we go. Mertz looking. Got a man. Pearsall, first down. Still, I tell you what, Tennessee needs a new defensive tackling specialist or something because these guys can't tackle. Oh, my goodness. Mertz again, 3rd down. This is what he just needs to do. And Pearsall wasn't even expecting it. He turned around. Ball was there. So first and goal for the Gators. Confidence building because it didn't look very good for Mertz, especially whenever they lost Eugene Wilson. But confidence building for the Gator offense. Can they punch it in? I don't see why they shouldn't. Here, Montrell Johnson, shotgun formation, tight ends shift to the left. Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Give it to Johnson. Outside touchdown. There's the zone read. There's those outside zone plays. That's what you need to run. Stop going up the center's ass crack. 4-yard touchdown for the Gators. And it looks like they're going for 2. Yeah, they have to. They have to. It's unfortunate, but you just can't trust your field goal kicking team, especially when you don't have a special teams coach. All right, 2-point attempt for the Gators. I hate catching points, but this is the one time I do agree with going for 2 because you just can't trust your kicking game. All right, Mertz under center. This is interesting. And there's the snap, and Pearsall is leveled. 2-point attempt is no good. There's those wide receiver screens. I'm telling you, man, I'm about to do a skit. I already have it planned. Of these wide receiver screens of how Billy Napier calls them. But, man, what a great – just outside. That's what I like. Get your running backs out moving. Let them read it. Let them make a cut. Montrell Johnson, by the way, whoever said he can't make a cut, yeah, he just did it right there. He just showed that he can do it. Maybe not as quick as Montrell Johnson, but, yeah, this 2-point conversion, that was bad. That was bad. But, again, you're chasing it. But, again, I don't mind it because your kicking game is so horrendous. It's like you have to go for 2, unfortunately. So we need a play action fake in this situation if you wanted to throw it. Yep. Was that a quick slant? It looked like a freaking wide receiver screen because it looked like Pearsall was coming in. He had 2 guys blocking. That's still a screen. I don't know. It's the Billy Napier special. And there's the kick. It's going to go in the back of the end zone. So Tennessee is still down 12-7. A weird score to say, but kicking woes for the Florida Gators have caused this score to be a little closer than what it should, in my opinion. Let's see. Arkansas. Arkansas is going to be a scary team this year. Florida plays them this year in the swamp. Arkansas is going to be a team you got to watch out for this year. Let's see. You need to quick slant it. Successful almost every time. Yep. Let's see what Tennessee can do. Let's see what Joe Milton can do. 5 wide receivers got a man in motion. And it looks like we have movement for the Tennessee offensive line. Snap infraction, actually. I saw some guys move. See, this is where it'll work out, especially while you're at home. You have the crowd on your side. So now it goes to 1st and 15. Oh, yeah, that was definite snap infraction. Oh, because the defensive line is shifting, so I guess it. And, a missed tackle by Shamar James. Could have been a loss. Gain of about 3. Not a huge deal. Shamar James has played his tail off for the past couple of weeks for the Gators. And the Tennessee offense going quick. Got 4 wide to the top. They're running a lot of screens right now. Joe Milton looking, and he's throwing it. Ball in the air. Is it going to be a pick? Picked off. That was one of the easiest picks you'll get in your life. And going down 30, 25, 20 down the sideline. And we have a flag on the play. Not sure what it could be. I hope it's not unsportsmanlike conduct or something. One of the easiest interceptions you'll have in your life. I don't know where Joe Milton. Oh, no. Okay, they're going off the field. Finally, some defensive pressure. They've been incapable of doing it for weeks, and the defensive line for the Florida Gators finally gets some, and look what it does when you actually get pressure on a quarterback, Florida. Look at that. You actually do something good. Finally. Jesus, I've been calling for it for 3 weeks. Let's see. I hope it's not 2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense. Yeah. That penalty's decline. After the play, it's going to be on Tennessee, I bet then. Yeah. Tennessee absolutely losing their mind. I don't know what Joe Milton was doing. I don't even know why he would throw that. Let's see. Yeah, that was definite holding. Desmond Watson acting like he'd done a lot. I'm sorry. No, that was big number 88 that had that pressure. You can thank him. He needs to get some glory, not just Desmond Watson now. Let's give credit where credit's due. Desmond Watson was just standing there. He got lucky that Joe Milton ran into him. First and goal for the Gators. I feel like Tennessee's been screwing themselves on their screenplays. I would lose my mind if I was a Tennessee fan seeing that because I saw it all last year with screenplays. But they have absolutely destroyed themselves. And Joe Milton with one of the worst throws. I mean, I don't even know why he would throw it. Getting hit. What is it? We got delay a game already? Oh, we caught timeout. Second timeout for the Florida Gators. That's fine. We must score to get the crowd in it for the remainder of the half. Yes, because remember, Tennessee gets the ball to start the second half. So you got to score here. Let's see. What was that? Joe Milton at Michigan? It wasn't just me. There was a lot of people calling for an upset in this game. Let's see. Love your show. But they're trying to watch this game on TV and listen to you giving me epilepsy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm streaming the game. So it's rough because I'm going to be behind. You streaming on YouTube, it's going to be a lag in it already. But Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Johnson cuts it up to the middle, and he's brought down for a gain of 3. By the way, on the interception, that was Devin Moore. Had to wait for it to pop up on my thing. But Devin Moore with the interception. I mean, one of the easiest interceptions you'll ever get in your life. That was a punt. Play action pass, Billy. Somebody's asking for the play action pass, probably for the tight end. Are we going to see it? Second and goal. Second and goal at the 7. Pistol set for the Gators. Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Mertz, play action, tight end. Did he get there? Down at the 1. Inside the 1. I think he was down. That was not a fumble. And there it is. It was so close. So close. Oh, no, he was. Oh, shit. He did fumble that. Oh, man. Whew. Luckily, he got it back. Because don't be stretching it out now. It was second down. Live another play. I saw that with Justin Jefferson Thursday night. Because that ball was out. Right there, that was out. Thank goodness he was able to recover it. All right, Monstro John, this should be a pretty easy one. Oh, and it looks like we got a third timeout for the Gators. God dang. Using all 3 timeouts already? What are we doing? I'm not going to say it. I mean, listen, get the play right so you could score. Should be 4 downs right here. Fuck it. Should be 4 downs. See, what's really a timeout? Yeah, it's just unprepared. You know what? Why ain't you prepared for this? Come on. It's like, oh my God, we've never been down here before. Let's call timeout. It's like, you don't get unlimited ones. Oh, well. 4 downs. Love you, Blake. Brian Carter. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. You can't. Yeah, you're not going to. This is 4 downs. And you know what? I don't understand why a lot of people don't do this. Is take your quarterback and just take one hand on the football because, man, I've seen it so many times with Drew Brees doing it. Trevor Lawrence, like I said, Jacksonville Jaguars, they've done it. Just stretch it right over when you're that close. Boom, touchdown. All you got to do is break the plane. But I will say this, Tennessee defense is on the ropes. They are tired. They're going to be even more tired in the second half. I like it. I picked the upset a couple of days ago. I was feeling good about it because what I saw from Tennessee and the first drive, it did not look good. And I was like, oh, my God. Let's see. Like I said in the first quarter, we overreacted. We needed to settle in, breathe a little bit. Our stadium is rocking. Yeah, but you got to keep it. Can this team do that? That's the thing. Can they keep it going? They got to punch it in here. I mean, you got 2 downs to do it. Hope Florida wins to stick it to Paul Feinbaum. He's a Tennessee fan. That's always he's talking about. Florida needs this touchdown. Listen, what they don't need, if you don't get it here, do not lose like 4 yards. I would not mind it if you go hard play action again. Like, that wasn't even hard play action. It was just a kind of a, all right, just kind of a little bit of a fake handoff. But you go hard play action, you bring that ball out, Mertz bring it in, touchdown, I bet you it's going to be there. See, is it safe to say that Mertz is a good game manager? Well, that's what we were hoping he would do, is just a game manager. That's all I want him to be. I don't need him to be a freaking Spencer Rattler who takes over the South Carolina offense, or, Quinn Ewers. I don't need him that. I need him just, like you see Alabama's situation. They have no game managers. They have no quarterback. Let's see. Oh, you're going to go Wildcat? I wouldn't mind that either. Just go ahead. Or do the Philadelphia Eagle, the tush push. Screw it, man. That freaking play works. You have to have a good offensive line for that. But look at the plays, man. 33 plays. This is exactly what the Florida Gators needed. Mertz is just 15 of 20, 120. I wasn't expecting him to throw that much, but they're just little pass plays. That's fine. Here we go, Montrell Johnson. This should be easy. Here we go. Strength on strength. Mertz up the middle, and they pretty much do the Eagles tush push. They haven't called it yet. Are y'all going to call it? Touchdown! Jesus. Mertz comes out with no helmet on. I was about to say, Jesus. Hey, I called the tush push. It was not really. It was just up the middle. I mean, they didn't get cute. They didn't try to hand it off. That was fine. Because you just did not want to lose yards on that play. And the best way to do it is just do right up the middle quarterback sneak. Perfect. Mertz is a bigger body guy. So, like I said, just do the little simple thing. Oh, we're going to kick it. Let's see how this goes. All right, special teams. Changed kicker. Is it Trace Mack? Yes, it is, because it's not 47. That's got to be Trace Mack. All right, now, now there's a problem if he misses it. All right, here we go. The all-important extra point. And the kick is up. Kick is good. It looked good to me. Everything looked good. I think it was just a kicker, guys. But yeah, that was perfect blocking right there. Who was the right guard? Got a great push. Just went straight down. Mertz went on top of him. Touchdown easily. That was a great offensive. One of the times you can actually say great blocking. But that was actually a really good push. We're playing football, but they're doing baseball celebrations. Okay. All right, so 19-7, Florida's up by 12 against Tennessee. As long as the defense, listen, they got Joe Milton rattled. So now all you got to do is just keep pressure. Like, see, that's my problem. See, you get pressure on Joe Milton, and you're going to make me feel better because it's going to make the secondary look better. Look, they got an interception. If you don't get pressure on these quarterbacks, especially in the SEC, you're going to have a problem, okay? Any secondary probably will anyways, but this secondary for the Florida Gators cannot cover receivers as long as you would hope. So you got to have pressure. The Florida Gators invested heavily in this defensive line, and they need to start paying off. And on that last drive, they did exactly what they needed to. So look at Clemson. Clemson, Man, that Clemson Florida State game, by the way, is going to be interesting next week. Let's see. Finally, it took only 16 games to replace that kicker jersey walk on. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Total yards in the second quarter. Tennessee 3, Florida 68. All right, here we go. Oh, that looked ugly. What happened there? Was it a snap infraction? Yeah. See, this is where you got to play the crowd. This is awesome. 1st and 15. So 1st and 15. You got them behind the sticks. Last time you did this, you were able to get some pressure. You're able to pin your ears back and just go after them. And Joe Milton, he is pissed. So when you got him rattled, that's even better. All right, so here we go. There's the snap. And going to hand it off to one of the running backs. That's going to be number 2, gain of about 3 on the play. That was going to be Small. I believe Jabari Small. And like they haven't been able to run the ball at all. But as long as they can slow down that, get some pressure on Joe Milton, it's going to be rough for Tennessee. And see, look, there's pressure. Perfect. Pressure sacked by Tyreek Sapp. That is great. Now I'm starting to believe a little bit more because now this defensive line is coming into its own. We knew this defensive line could and should be good. And this helps out a secondary that I don't feel like is the greatest. And this will help them out so well because they'll start playing better. They'll start playing a little more loose. They'll start playing. They'll have high confidence. This is great. 3rd and 20. Who got out? Princely? Oh, Princely comes off the field, a little shaken up. But Tyreek Sapp with the sack. And, man, they're getting a ton of pressure. The Tennessee offensive line, it's like the physicality is they can't get – they're not used to it. And that could be because they've played weaker opponents too. And so they're only rushing 4. Let's see what they could do. I wonder if Tennessee just runs the ball right here. So Joe Milton, there's the snap, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're just going to run it with Small, and he's going to be brought down about the 20. So the Florida Gators force a 3 and out, and this is even better. And Joe Milton, after one drive, he looked good, and the Florida Gator defensive line is looking good. Austin Armstrong still, I don't know. He looks weird to me. He acts like he does a whole lot. I don't know. I'm not impressed with him, to be honest with you. I don't know. He just looks like he oh my goodness. And there's the kick, Australian type kick, end over end. Just field it. Okay, and there's Pearsall taking it and brought down just shy of midfield. But that defensive line has looked really good. Again, that is what making a huge difference in this defense. Defensive line getting pressure on the quarterback, that is huge. They're just winning their battles. Listen, Austin Armstrong's not doing anything different. These defensive linemen are just winning their battles against the offensive line. That's what they need to do. They just need to use their power, use their will, and just move Tennessee. And that's exactly what they've been doing on these past 2 possessions. So great to see. This is what I was expecting out of the defensive line. Because if the defensive line, you saw, they weren't getting pressure on Joe Milton was able to just sling it down the field. But as long as they can get pressure, that secondary, man, they can play more physical too. They can get up on these receivers early and don't let them get any separation. As long as they can keep as long as this defensive line can keep the pressure on them. Let's see. Someone needs this footage to Todd Grantham so he knows what a defense looks like. Let's hold on now. It's 1 half. First drive didn't look very good. I haven't seen much of the Florida Gator defense to say it's not. It's a little better than Todd Grantham, but I need to see more. If they could do this for the rest of the game, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is a legit defense. I got to see a lot more than this. 2 drives, I'm good with it. I'm happy with it. But I don't need them to just play a couple of drives and then take off the rest of the game. So. Oh my goodness, another KFC commercial. Jesus. How many times are they going to show that? See, that's right, baby. We're kicking names and taking ass. Let's see. What's the how many minutes are left in it? I think it was like 6. Yeah, Joe Milton is rattled right now. You know, it just the defensive line has just overpowered themselves. You know, the offensive line, you could tell that Florida Gator defensive line is just getting a huge push, you know, right off the point of attack. And it has just, I mean, Joe Milton doesn't know what hit him. I mean, you got him looking, you know, he was looking great just in the first drive. Nobody touched him. They went down the field just so easy. And you were thinking, oh, God, this is it. Sorry, I watched The Waterboy last night. Kicking names, or taking names and kicking ass. I like what's going on, but I'm trying to be more cautious. I'm like, all right, let me see how this. I want to see the second half. Actually, I want to see this drive, see how the offense looks. I don't see why they shouldn't get any points on this drive. I mean, you're right at midfield or just shy of it. Just don't do anything stupid. Just do exactly what you're doing. Nothing. Don't take. I mean, if you want to take a shot, but just overthrow it if you take a shot. That's been the other thing for Graham Mertz, extending plays. He has done a great job eluding pressure. That's something that Joe Milton can't do because the defensive line for the Florida Gators, they have kept their contain on Joe Milton. And that's the Tennessee defense has not done a good job of that. Third downs have been key for the Florida Gators in this game. And so here's Graham Mertz. Let's see. Man in motion. ETN up the middle. Huge gaping hole. And are they going to call ETN down? Or, okay, they were calling him down. Now in Tennessee territory. And look at that cut. Just, I mean, better cuts than Emeril Lagasse. I mean, my goodness. I don't think he was down, but they called him down. 8 rushes for 103 yards. I mean, just torching the Tennessee defense. Ball at the 42-yard line. Tennessee doesn't know what hit them. Just run the ball. Just keep running it. Keep running it. There's the snap. And another run play. ETN, a stretch play. ETN, eluding defenders. Another gain of 8 for ETN. It's ETN's drive right here. Give it to him. Feed him. Eat, Ian. Second down and 2 for the Gators. 9 rushes, 110 yards. 12.2 yard per carry average, 1 touchdown. I mean, just Florida is just running it right through their freaking face. Pearsall in motion. ETN, here we go again. First down. Oh, watch the legs. Okay. And gain of 4, first down for the Gators. And just running it. Don't do anything cute. Love it. Grind the clock. Yeah. Clock, yards, imposing your will on the defense. Because the defense is gassed right now. And they're going to get even worse in the second half. You just mow them down, man. You know, give it to ETN again. Man in motion. There's Pearsall. There you go. Give it to ETN. Outside. And, actually, one time a Tennessee man makes a good tackle. Gain of 4. But, I mean, it's just ETN, man. He's just different. He is a playmaker. 2nd and 6 for the Gators. They take him out. They bring in Montrell Johnson. I wouldn't even mind seeing Trayon Webb up in here just mowing down. Lowering the shoulder. And let's see, Pearsall in motion. And there's the snap. And they give it to Pearsall. And he makes one man miss. And now in the red zone, the Florida Gators are threatening. Number 11th ranked Tennessee on the ropes. They have no idea what they're doing. They look confused. They're confused on defense. These guys are absolutely confused. This is just an easy pitch and catch. Tennessee defense not ready for it. They're making calls while the play is being ran. I mean, that's how pathetic the Tennessee defense looks. One of the more pathetic defenses I think I've seen in SEC Well, last year was pretty bad for Florida. But here we go. Mertz rolling out, looking, and almost has his man Pearsall right at the front of the pylon, but it's going to be incomplete. 2:35 left in the first half. It would have been a tough catch. If he caught it with one hand, it would have been good because his left foot or right foot was in. But that would have been a tough catch. 2nd and 10. Just run the ball, man. Just run it. Run it. Run the ball. Here we go. Montrell Johnson in the backfield. Pistol set, man in motion. Man, there has been motions all over the place. I think that's what's been. And here we go. And looks like it's going to be Montrell Johnson out the backfield. Eludes a defender. Makes a cut. Touchdown. Wow. Almost near disaster for the Florida Gators. But it ends up in a 18-yard reception touchdown. Wow. That could have been disaster, but it ended up in praise. I'll take luck over that all day. But Montrell Johnson with a nice touchdown catch for 18 yards. My goodness. That was almost near disaster, guys. If you're watching that, I was like, oh, my God. I saw the pressure coming right up the middle. Another missed tackle. Hard to tackle Montrell Johnson. But let's see if the kick is up. This is the biggest thing I've been looking at. Special teams. And the kick is up. Kick is good. So, Florida taking a commanding 26-7 lead over the number 11th ranked Tennessee Volunteers. Again, after what I've seen the past couple weeks from Tennessee, they weren't playing down to the competition. That's just who they were. But look at all this pressure right here. Man, I was like, oh, my God. It was like right in his face. And thank goodness, Montrell Johnson, wide receiver screen. It was a great, I guess you could say, a perfect play call at the right time when Tennessee was bringing the pressure. But my goodness, I really thought that was going to be disaster. Tennessee defense is absolutely pathetic. Jesus. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how Florida has scored 26 points. Oh, I didn't think they could score 35 in one game all year. Jesus. If you're a Tennessee fan, how disgusted are you right now? Because I know there's got to be one Tennessee fan in here. Just like, I want to see what they're saying. You got to feel like just absolutely horrendous. Let's see. Let's look in the eyes of Joe Milton. He looks puzzled. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. We still doing oxygen shots? Nice. Is that Montrell's second touchdown? Yeah. He caught one, ran for one. Now let's see what the Florida Gator defensive line. They just need to just get a great pass rush. Get a great pass rush. And already a timeout. That's their first timeout. They already had to take a timeout getting onto the field. Let's see, took a break from this 41-0 drubbing UW is putting on to ask if Mizzou is now the second best team in the SEC East. Mizzou, I mean, hey, walk-off 61-yard field goal to beat the number 15 ranked Kansas State. What was it? The Kansas State something. I can't remember what their mascot is. That was 61-yard field goal is tough. In college football especially. I mean, that was just insane. Shotgun formation. And look, Joe Milton. Look at him. They just have no idea what he's doing. He has the Joe Milton incomplete. Joe Milton looks confused. Wildcats, thank you. The swamp is insane. I wonder what Tennessee is doing. They look confused. And the crowd may be the biggest factor. Let's see, they're only rushing 3. Let's see. There's Tennessee. Runs it up the middle. Gain of about 8 on the play. That's probably their longest play since their first drive. I believe that is. I think they've had 3 and out, interception. I mean, it's just been horrendous. This second quarter, well, after Tennessee's first drive, has just been horrible for them. And there's the snap, high snap. And there's the Tennessee running back getting to the outside. And that's their first down in this second quarter with 1:44 left in the first half. Need to not let them score, because remember, Tennessee does get the ball to start the second half. I don't want them having any momentum. So ball at the 45-yard line. There's the snap. And Tennessee leaning on the run game. That's going to be number 0. I believe that's going to be Jabari Small. Who was that said don't lose in Florida? That was Joe Milton. He said it got taken out of context, but he never backed off on this statement, by the way. So 2nd and 5 for the Volunteers. And there's the snap. And wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be, I almost want to say Jervin Dexter, because it looks like Jervin Dexter. But that's big Chris McClellan in on the tackle. He kind of looks like Jervin Dexter. Oh, my goodness. 3rd down and 6. For the Volunteers. 54 seconds left in the first half. And Tennessee's wanting to take their time, because if they don't get it here, they're wanting to run all the time off the play clock. Florida does not have any timeouts. 10 seconds on the play clock. Milton, shotgun. And looks like they're going to call a timeout. I bet you. How loud is it? Let me see. I want to hear the crowd. See, I have it like on mute. And I mean, it's got to be insane. If you're an opposing opponent, that crowd is just, they always give you on the point spread like 4 points for the home team, but in the Swamp, and there's other stadiums that you can it's just a huge advantage. LSU at night. I don't know. I can't think of it. Or a whole lot of ones that are maybe loud. Maybe Ohio State. I was trying to think just SEC, but you got Michigan, Penn State. Some just the loudest crowds. Florida's right up there with them by far. 3rd down and 6. The crowd has got to be just deafening. Florida Gators rushing 4. There's the snap. Milton looking for his man, and that ball was nowhere near the receiver. I mean, it took a one hop. Joe Milton looks absolutely pathetic, and so do the Tennessee Volunteers. Look at their fans on the sideline. They look pathetic. They look like what are we doing here? Joe Milton shaking his head because he knows how piss poor of a throw that was. Oh, my God. Never thought all season that Graham Mertz would outplay the opposing quarterback. And he's doing it tonight. I mean, he's managing the game enough, but he is definitely doing it tonight. And here, Florida Gators just take a knee and go in at the half. You have no timeouts. So, let's see. Next week, Florida takes on Charlotte. I am not going live here in that game. I'm going to watch the Florida State Clemson game. That one's going to be interesting. Do. 24 seconds left in the first half. I don't see why they would run a play. Yeah, they're just going to kneel it. Nice. Would y'all say this is probably the best half of football Florida has played in 3 years? Seriously. Florida's been pathetic for quite some time, let's be honest. But this has got to be the best first half of football Florida has played in than I can remember. I mean, Utah last year, and that was about it. But, I mean, just dominance. This is probably the best half of Florida football I've seen. I would say so. I mean, 26-7. You went down early 7-0. You have scored 26 unanswered points. I can't think of another time they've done that. If you don't add FCS schools like McNeese State or something. But let's see what they say.
Right. So I think this is our identity, right? And Graham Mertz, to complement that, you got a chance to have a good football team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Holly. You can tell the message at halftime. Tennessee can turn things quickly in one play.
Yeah, they can, but I just don't think Tennessee. I think they're rattled, man. I think Tennessee is rattled. It's going to be tough for them to come back at this. I mean, I get they get the ball to start the second half, but it's going to be tough. See, I've had a hard time figuring out who's playing good or is the other team playing bad. I think in this game, y'all know how I call it like it is. I think it's a little bit of both. I think Florida has played very well. They have not done anything stupid. See, this is the play calling that I'm expecting. I have not seen this in quite some time. You know what it's called? Balance. I haven't seen that. And I mean, for 2 years under Billy Napier, it's been more sporadic. I have no idea what the hell's going on. It's like, who's calling these fucking plays or calling these plays? It's like, so I'm confused half the time of what's going on. Okay, whoever's calling these plays needs to do it more often, okay? Because I like the balance. You're running it. Let me get the stat sheet real quick. Let me get the stat sheet real quick while I'm thinking of this, because that is some of the best play calling, the best football I've seen in quite some time. Now, I think the McNeese State game helped them with their confidence, get that build up. But, I mean, just absolutely torching Tennessee right now. I mean, this is a bloodbath. Let's see what we got here. Let's do the full box score. Joe Milton, 8 of 12 for 92 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That interception, I don't even know where the hell he was throwing it. I mean, there was double coverage. I mean, I was like, where are you trying to throw it? It was confusing to me. It was definitely confusing. Let's see here. Why ain't it pulling up? Oh, here it is. It wasn't pulling up. Love what I'm seeing. Alex Compton, I love what I'm seeing because it's great play calling offensively. You're getting a pass rush that you should have gotten for quite some time. Where has this pass rush been? Why is it now coming up, and you're showing it? I mean, because it wasn't there at Utah. Utah was 0 sacks. Now you're getting to the quarterback, and look what it does. Makes your entire defense look better. Because if you can't get to the passer, you're going to have a problem, especially when you lack in the secondary. And now the Florida Gators are putting it together. After one drive, I was like, oh, God, this is going to be terrible. But let's see, still got to play the second half. Yes. But here's the thing. You don't do anything different. You still what's confusing Tennessee is the motion. Tennessee's getting all out of whack. They're making their calls late. So it's confusing them. So keep doing it. Run it with ETN. What's the problem? There's nothing. You don't do anything different. When you're up, it's easy because you can. You're like, hey, until they stop it, let's keep doing it. And I don't think Tennessee can stop it, especially the run game. Florida don't need to change anything. No, I don't see why you would. Any news on Wilson? I have not heard anything, but I can look on. Let me look on something real quick, because I think they announced it on Twitter has everything. No, it could be fake news, probably. Let's see. Let's see what everybody else is saying. Dang it, man. Nope, I haven't been able to find anything. Nope, still don't find anything. All right. Well, until I find something, I'll let you know. But I mean, y'all will probably know before me. I had the TV on silent. I'll keep my feed up, see if maybe somebody says something or I get messaged something. It didn't look good because how he was holding his arm. I hate it. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But Tennessee, man, Florida's got them on the ropes. Tennessee gets the ball to start the second half, but Florida does nothing different defensively. They don't need to change nothing offensively, for the love of God. And look at how good they look whenever you take the wide receiver screen and you don't call it 20 times a game. I never thought he would stop doing that, really. I really thought they were, I mean, when you run the ball, look what happens. Calling me. They probably know I'm doing this. And they still call me. But man, this is awesome. I'm trying to like keep my excitement down because it's like I do know there's a second half. I do know how explosive the Tennessee offense can be. But man, if I see whenever Tennessee comes out and that Florida Gator defensive line is still killing them and still just getting in the backfield, it's pretty much game over because Tennessee can't do nothing there. And you see Joe Milton, that last throw, 3rd and 6, he looks scared. He looks absolutely scared for his life right now. Let's see. UF needs to make the keep the foot on the gas. Need to stop them and grind the ball. Yeah, I mean I like what they're doing. They're keeping. What's the? Let's see. What is it? The time of possession. I don't say it on this box score, but or here we go. Team stats. Let's look up team stats. Look at the total yards, 281 to 122 Tennessee. You would think that would be flip-flopped. And the seconds for Florida, 8 minutes and 14 seconds for Tennessee. That tells you everything right there. Napier, do not take your foot off the Tiger's throat. Yeah. Trying to hold my excitement until those zeros hit on the in the fourth quarter. But I think as long as the crowd stays in it, I don't see why they wouldn't. Florida's crowd's never a crowd that just gets quieter. It gets loud. And it looks like Wyoming going out to a 7-3 lead over Texas. Wow. I mean, will it stay like that? Probably not. I'll rewatch the Florida State game. Hey, after watching this, do you think Florida probably the best Florida team after week 3? Because Florida State looked absolutely pathetic. They looked terrible. Let's see. I would say so. Because Florida State sucks. Y'all know my hatred for them. So, see, that's the problem with Tennessee's offense. When they put up 40, it's good. Let's see. It's hard for me to read it off my... let's see. I don't know. FSU's still a threat. I don't like them. Because if it was the other way around, Tennessee wouldn't take their foot off the gas. No. And Tennessee's not built like that. They're built to score fast. But I just... As long as the defensive line... See, here's the thing about that defensive line. There's nothing... There's no scheme to it. They're just winning their battles. They're just winning their battles. They're winning the one-on-one matchups. Where has this been? You know, week 1 against Utah. Utah has a good offensive line, but so does Tennessee. And Florida's just killing Tennessee. Now, you could credit to, like I said, Florida, and I said this in a video before. I said Florida has played the tougher opponent, Utah. Tennessee has not played anybody. This is their toughest game. They've been playing cupcakes, you know? So the physicality of the game might hit them different, and it has. It has hit them in the mouth. And they are struggling right now. Outside of one series, which they look good, don't get me wrong. But that's it. That's it for Tennessee. McNeese State got them believing. You know, a lot of people hate those cupcake games because it's like not exciting, but sometimes a team needs it. And McNeese State, unfortunately, Florida had to just beat the crap out of them. And that was a confidence booster. They felt like the Florida Gators didn't need to work on anything. They just needed a confidence boost saying that we can do it. LSU crushed Mississippi State. Yeah, they did. LSU is a team that gets better throughout the season, especially under Brian Kelly. I mean, he did that last year. It came out slow with LSU, and then 10-win season. See, Matthew Walker having the starting center back is a big part of that. Yeah, the snaps were looking a little low. They were looking a little wild at first, and I think it took him to get back to the feel of the game, and he definitely came into it. It was a huge getting him back was a huge upgrade because that's your quarterback of your offensive line. So I really hope we get some good news on Eugene Wilson. I'm hoping it's nothing bad because he's going to be a guy Florida's going to lean on throughout the year. LSU probably win the West. See, a bunch of other teams didn't beat the brakes off a lesser opponent. Let's see, week 1 and 2 teams, but we did. Okay, true, but that McNeese State is like one of the worst FCS schools in like FCS. Like, they're bad. They lost to some team, Tarleton State. Tarleton State put up like 52 on them. Like, they're bad. They're really bad. So, I mean, I get like Tennessee. They played Austin Peay. Austin Peay way better than McNeese State. Who else did they play? Virginia. You know, Virginia is still an ACC school, but they're a lot better than freaking McNeese State. But like I said, out of their 2 games, Florida has played the tougher opponent out of Utah. Utah, whenever I watched them, how physical they were, it was like watching an old SEC school. Just how physical they were. Defense, offensive line. They were nasty, you know. Hope Trey had a bruised muscle, a stinger or something. Yeah. See, when did it happen with Wilson? I didn't see it. You know, Nate, I didn't either. I don't know. And see, that's the thing I'm trying to, was it non-contact or? Because his last catch, I thought he caught it out of bounds or something. Let's see, I have nothing against a pass-heavy offense, but I grew up watching ground and pound. Yeah, and look what the Florida Gators are doing right now. Ground and pound, and it is working. You do that, you keep Tennessee's offense off the field, and Tennessee has only had the ball for 8 minutes. And I'm telling you, it's only going to be better for Florida because, and I'm not going to try to get too excited. I'll get excited after the game because it's been like 3 years, guys, and I've been seeing 6 and 7 records back to back. So my enthusiasm, if you don't take it, no offense, I'm just like, all right, I've seen this way too many times. Let me just curb my enthusiasm. Let me just put it to the side. Let me be skeptical and let them finish the game. I just need them to finish. That's it. When South Carolina back got hurt, was the teammate stepping on his foot or was he touching? I don't know. I have no idea. Foot and touchdown, Selly. I don't know. I gotta go back and look. Let's see. I think Wilson injured his shoulder. No updates yet. Yeah. With no updates, that's not good. It's not good. Because if it wasn't too bad, they would have already came back. X-rays were negative. I hope it's not a collarbone, break or something like that. Because they usually, if it's negative, they come out and say X-rays are negative. Hey, dog. What's up? Don't let Florida keep their foot off. Don't let Florida keep the foot on the gas. Man, oh man, I hate half times though. Like they take forever. I feel like they do, anyways. And plus, if you're winning, you want to get back to it. You're like, oh man, I want the momentum. Keep it going. Man, if Tennessee comes out and they go 3 and out again, or like a pick six, something awesome, the place is going to erupt. A dog fan wanting Florida to win. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? Do you think Gene and Mazzell will get some reps in? If Florida can get, let's see, it's a 19-point lead right now. If they can get about another score and later in the game, yes, I think they will. See, I'm a Florida fan. I think the A dog kind of threw us off a little bit. He just maybe his name is he's a dog, like a dog, you know. I think. Oh, let's get back. Blake is my guy. What's up, Robert? Robert Harris. I'm keeping it mellow right now. Keeping it mellow. I don't know what to think. I haven't been in the, like Florida hasn't put me in this position in quite some time. You know what I mean? Like they're winning big at half. It's weird. Does anybody else feel weird about this? Like they're dominating. Like seriously, they are absolutely dominating. I'm gonna rewatch. Hopefully, as long as something bad doesn't happen in the second half, which I just don't see it. I really don't. I think Tennessee. It just maybe that was my weird feeling I had. I thought I was getting sick or something, but I think my weird feeling was Florida's doing something different tonight. Dominance. Robert Turner. I think that's what it is, and it's been a while since I've seen it from Florida. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Just like imposing your will. It's weird, right, Mark? I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a weird freaking feeling. But I like it. It's like a good feeling. It's like, you get butterflies. Like, you meeting a girl for the first time. You get them butterflies in your stomach. You're like, ooh, get a little excited. But you don't know how to, you don't know how to go up to her, You don't know how to, what do I say? What do I do? So you're nervous. I'm nervous right now. I got the butterflies in my stomach. I am hungry, so that it could be I want some food too, but I like it. What's that? I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Let's see what else we got. You know what else I want to do? I want to put on. Oh, man. Gosh, dog it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Let's see here. Let's see what's that right there. Yeah, I want to listen to some music real quick. Yeah, that app. Yeah, I had to. Sure. Oh, let's see what's that. Here comes the boom. That's what Florida needs to do. Come out and say, Professor Blake teaching how to talk to girls 101. No, you don't want that. You don't want that lecture from me. I don't know. Blake. In it to win in the morning. I'm like, gotta listen to music. It got too quiet for me in here. Like I get too antsy. Like whenever I was doing Little League. I was in the press box. I played some music during halftime. For friends. See, if Tennessee can't stop our run game, the second half, it's a wrap. Soldier, top of the I'm in the zone, my age full blown. I'm killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like boom. Yeah, here comes the boom. That's what Florida's defense needs to do. Here comes the boom. Boom. I don't know if y'all can even hear the music, but I can hear it. Let's see. What else we got? Oh yeah, I bet you they're playing this one in there. Oh yeah, let's turn it up some. Yeah. Coach calling. Oh, I'm excited. It's like, what are your thoughts on the way they're playing Princely? Yeah, they're playing him in coverage. I mean, he's athletic enough, and it looks like he's been doing well. Careful, copyright. Yeah, I know. What are they gonna do? Put a strike on me? I'm too excited right now. Oh. Oh, okay. It looks like we're almost back, anyways. Trust me, off live videos, I don't make a whole lot, and copyright. Yeah, I've had it a couple of times. As long as I don't get a strike, I think that's the main thing. I haven't got one of those, but I have gotten copyrighted once or twice, or 10 or 15 times. All right, so Florida Gators kick it off. Here we go to start the second half. I think I about broke my chair, like jumping up and down. All right, how loud is the crowd got? Hold on. Oh, they better be just as loud. They got a flag. Does Tennessee already have a flag to start the game? Or was it Florida just probably offside? Yeah. Is it a 5-yard penalty or re-kick? And so they'll start at the 30. That's fine. Got to give the Tennessee offense something. We've been feeling bad for them. All right. Let's see if the Florida Gator defense line. This is going to set the tone the rest of the game right here. They got a 3-down lineman. Let's see if they're going to rush anybody. There's the snap. Oh, my God! What is that? What are they doing? I don't even know what that was. Was it a collarbone, Nate? I was afraid of that. How he was. Gosh dang it. All right, let's see what this was. Oh, the running back. Well, but where was Joe Milton looking? He was like looking up at the stars for it. And Tennessee trying to run the ball. Gain of maybe back to the 30. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. It could be another 3 and out. There is a lot of recruits at this game. It's huge, I think, in the 2025 class as well. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. This is freaking huge. Could be this is a huge play right here. Come on, just pin your ears back. There we go. Oh, man. And, oh, no, he got the first down. Oh, so close. Oh, just, you know what? Number 10 for Tennessee, tip your cap to him. That was all effort. That was effort. Got to give it to him. Gosh, dog it. And there's the snap. Tennessee wanting to run with tempo. And look at big Desmond Watson. He just pulled him with one hand. Gain of about 4 for the Volunteers. My goodness. That was a huge 3rd down conversion. But is it weird to me? But it's like Tennessee's taking a play out of Florida's playbook. They're just running a lot of screens. And there's number 0 to the left side. And it looks like he's close to another first down. I believe maybe, or it's going to be 3rd and inches. Yeah, 3rd and inches for the Volunteers. Man, it looks really close. So it looks like they're going to go bunch set. They're just going to go quarterback right up the middle. Hey, don't forget, though, Desmond Watson, they're calling a timeout. I wonder if they're going to try to do a check because, you know, it looks like it might be enough for a first down. So I hope, is that going to be a charge timeout regardless? That's going to be interesting. Robert Turner. All right, buddy. No problem. I'll be here till the end of the game, and then we'll talk some stuff at the end. Man, let's go. We tackle, we win a game. Let's go, Gators. Yeah. So 3rd down for the Tennessee Volunteers. It's like 3rd and inches. But, you know, a quarterback sneak is not a given or not definite because Joe Milton hasn't been able to hang on to the ball either. Oh, and they get the first down. Not Not very easy, but they got the first down. It was just a little jet sweep to McCoy. Yes, Brew McCoy. So, first down. But, again, these third downs have not been easy for the Tennessee Volunteers. This Florida Gator defense is making it hard on the Volunteers. And there we go, another run play right up the middle. And the Volunteers, oh, my goodness, he gets thrown for a first down. It looks like he was going to be stopped for a 4-yard gain. He kept pushing the legs. Oh, and yeah, the Florida Gator defense, I think it was Cam Jackson, just launches them and tosses them for a first down. So now Tennessee in Florida Gator territory, and great defensive pressure. Princely Umamalen on the tackle, gain of about 1 for the Volunteers. Let's freaking go. Second down. But again, it has not been easy for the Tennessee Volunteer after the first drive. Tennessee on offense has not been able to find their identity. So here we go. Joe Milton, shotgun formation. Brings his running back to the left hip of him, sends him in motion. It's probably going to be thrown to him. Nope. It's going to be Milton. He's going to take it, lower his shoulder, gain of about 6 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and about 3 for the Volunteers. Crowd has got to be loud. Let me see. See, on TV, it's hard to hear. Third down and 4 for the Volunteers. You got to think this is 4-down territory. What is that? That is definitely a false start. Number 34 in the backfield was already moving forward. Can't do that. So it's going to push them back 5 yards. Going to bring up third down and 9 for the Volunteers. That was a huge, huge penalty. See, this is the stuff Tennessee's doing what Florida would do. Just kill herself. Just shoot herself in the foot. Big third down for both teams right here. Big third down. Need a sack right here. And it looks like Florida Gators might be bringing some pressure with Scooby Williams. And there's a snap, cornerback blitz. And they hand it off. They toss it to their man, number 34. And poor tackling. They had him short of the first down. But the Florida Gators, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know who wrapped them up. And they just let them go for a first down. It was about to be fourth down. There's the snap. Tennessee wanting to run it with number 2. Lowers his shoulder. And he's brought down. I believe that was Searcy. Yeah, that was TJ Searcy on the tackle. And here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Volunteers. And it looks like Tennessee getting the play call from the sideline. And it looks like the Florida Gators are calling a timeout. I don't think he can call a timeout. I think the coach has to call, or maybe he was calling a defensive play. I think he was doing. There it is. And Milton. Oh, ball up in the air, and it falls safely for the Volunteers. But that ball was tipped. When you know it's a tipped ball, a lot of things could happen. It looks like Cam Jackson talking a little smack. I would like to wait to do that. Let's at least get a bigger lead. But Cam Jackson with the big paw up, and he had a man over the middle. But again, that pressure, that's what makes a defense look even better. When you can get pressure in the quarterback's face, man, it's so good. Look, remember I wanted that white jersey looking grass stains all over it? That's what Joe Milton has right now in his jersey. Florida Gators looks like they might be bringing pressure up the middle. They may be showing it. But it's going to be 3rd down and 7, so they know they're going to throw it. They could just be showing pressure. And it looks like there's a flag down. Could it be a delay of game? I don't think they would call their second timeout yet. They did. Tennessee calls their second timeout. Yeesh. You almost got to think you would almost take the 5-yard penalty right there rather than the timeout. Ooh, that is costly for the Volunteers. Yikes. Wow. Just tackle. Stop trying to strip. Yeah, William, it's just like, gosh. You got them. Your defense, the defensive line has done so well. You know, the secondary just needs to step up. Make that tackle. That's it. That's all you got to do. Tennessee is also taking time out of the third quarter. They are. You know, and as long as Florida offensively just does what they're doing, they'll be just fine. I'm leaning to say this might be 4-down territory for Tennessee. 19 points. I mean, you can still get you can still get 3 and make it a 2-score game. But I don't know. That'd be interesting. It would see. I guess it would see how much they get on third down. If they get a big chunk, and if they get close to the fourth down, like a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they'll probably go for it. So, let's see. Hold the 3 and grind the clock into the points. Nate! Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, it's just Tennessee has struggled and I say it again, ever since that first drive. They have struggled. I mean, look how hard it is for them to score. Now, are they not taking the deep shot because they're trying to keep their defense off the field? You know, they're trying to get their defense, some rest. Could be, but man, you're down 19. Oh, you better hope your defense comes up with some big big stops. But what I've seen from that Tennessee defense is they are incapable of stopping the Florida Gator run game. Man, it seems like these freaking commercials last forever now. What would y'all have done? So 9 minutes left in the third quarter. It is really early in the second half. And you call your second timeout? I think me, because you've already called one, I think I would have just took the penalty. I think I just would have took the penalty and said, the heck with it. I'll move me back 5 yards. I'll try to make it up here. That's just me, though. Calling a timeout that early? Ooh. I'll tell me in the comments, but maybe that's just me. Matt Olson hit 2. Florida's defense might start to get tired. Yeah, and I think that's what they're trying to do is try to keep them on the field. But man, they're trying to slow down that pass rush. But let's see what this is. 5, 4, 3. Okay. Yeah, they were showing a late pressure. Made them call a timeout, but again, it just, calling 2 timeouts on one drive, that's tough. I'm surprised they didn't get the left tackle for a false start. That was crazy. There's Milton, and there's the snap, and he's got his man, but it's going to be incomplete. Great defense. Is that Jalen Kimber on the coverage? That is former Georgia Bulldog. And again, see, I mean, you wasted 2 timeouts. That's on them. As a Florida fan, I'm happy with it. You just lose 2 timeouts on one drive. And this is not an easy field goal. This is a 42-yard field goal attempt. If he misses this, just wait for this. This would be that stadium's going to go crazy if he misses this. There's the snap, there's the kick, and he drills it. So they get 3 on the board. So Tennessee 10, Florida 26. Watch for the fake. I didn't think they would because they're trying to get points after Joe Milton, man. He just looks, I don't know. He looked confident in the first drive, and then after that, it was like, all right, they stalled out a couple of times, but now he's got a different look to him. Texas finally has the lead over Wyoming, 10-7. What? It's crazy how you could play so well. Which, I mean, Alabama doesn't look as great as everyone thought they would, but you still look good at Alabama, and you're only up 10-7 over Wyoming. It's crazy. Ooh. I feel like during college football games now, I watch more commercials than I do the game. That's crazy. Let's see. Tennessee taking 5 minutes per drive will lose them the game, assuming we don't turn the ball over. Why would you say that, burrito? But now I'm hungry and I might want a burrito too. But why would you say that? It's like whenever I said earlier about Florida Gator kicker going to miss the kick, I put a bad omen on him. Is the collarbone broken? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's look on. Oh, it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. Let's see. Man, oh man. Game's still in that. Left clavicle injury, Eugene Wilson. He's officially out for the remainder of the game. That's the only thing that's said. It says collarbone injury. He was back on the sideline, left arm in sling. Dang it. So what does that mean? That's all it shows. It says left clavicle injury. That's kind of what my first thought was. And then I imagine they take x-rays there. So, I mean, it's easy to take x-rays there. Colorado State getting in each other's faces. There'd probably be a fight in that game, I imagine. All right, so here we go. Tennessee going to be kicking it off. 9:31 left in the third quarter. Again, like someone said, 5-minute drive. It took you that long. And let's see. Here's the kick. I wonder if they'll... I mean, I wouldn't think they would fake it. No. And it's going to get the ball at the 25 for the Florida Gators. Again, nothing should change. Run the ball with ETN. Third down. Play action. Do something easy for Mertz. Hit his big tight ends. Man, how many times are they going to show that field goal kick, though? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was drilled. That thing was good from like 64 or 65. Holy cow. But, you know, with Florida, they got, was it? I mean, next week is not a huge deal, but if it's broken, that's going to be, he's going to be out. Dang it. All right, there's the snap. Montrell Johnson up the middle, no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. That's fine, but again, why would you run it up the center's ass crack? Why aren't we hitting the edges? You know, I mean, they were doing so well with the zone read runs and the stretches. Like, okay, you're going hurry. That's fine. Oh, no. Montrell Johnson comes out. He's hurt. That's not good. He got hit a little low. 2nd down and 10. It's fine. You got ETN back there. 2nd down and 10. Do not freak out. I guess we are. Going 5 wide. Not a huge deal because Graham Mertz has been playing decent. He's been playing well. Looks like they're showing a little pressure. Oh, my God. What was that? Oh, thank my lucky stars. It looks like it's probably going to be an ineligible player downfield. Whoa. This is why I was holding my enthusiasm. What I mean, they had like 3 offensive linemen downfield. Maybe we'll get lucky and be on Tennessee. No, illegal touching. Okay. I mean, they were probably going to decline anyways. 3rd down and 10. Whew. That was near disaster, guys. I said, don't freak out. Just call the plays. 2 plays I didn't like. All right, 3rd and 10. Let's see. Okay. No, it's fine. Make up for it right here on 3rd down, right? All right, here we go. Man in motion, that's going to be ours boarding him, who I really like. There's the snap. Tennessee defensive pressure and got his man Pearsall, but he's going to be 2 yards short. 3 and out for the Florida Gator offense. And Mertz comes up a little gimpy. He took a shot. Didn't want a 3 and out. And Mertz, I don't know if he's hurt or... Let's see, you got Crawshaw back to punt. Haven't had to do this a whole lot. And looks like the kick is going out of bounds at the 21. So 1st and 10 for Tennessee. I saw the kicker got hit, but I believe it was by his own man. So, unfortunately. They were trying to come in and try to block it. All right. Okay. All right. I won't. This is why I was curbed in my enthusiasm. Now, why change up the play calling? That was, I mean, you stopped yourself. That's the only thing they could. The only way they were going to stop you is if you stopped yourself. Okay, here we go. That's fine. Defense can make up for it right here. Tennessee just running the ball up the middle. Gain of, oh my God, he's still up. He's still pushing the pile. 1st down for the Volunteers. My goodness. Or it's close to it. Just nobody's tackled him. He just stayed up. Yeah, 1st down for the Volunteers. And here we go. They're going to run it again, but this time he's going to be wrapped up. Thank goodness somebody brought him down. Princely Umamalin. Jesus. All right, 2nd down for the Volunteers. There's the snap. Milton looking. He pump fakes. He's looking to throw it deep. Going deep. He's got a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Jordan Castell, the true freshman, in on the coverage. 1-on-1. And this is the guy I was telling y'all about early in the season. Maybe got away with a grab. Maybe. But, yeah, maybe just a little. But, you know what? That wasn't called, so great coverage. Costello's lucky avoided the PI. I mean, they didn't call it Matthew Walker, but yeah. Maybe, well, it could have been pass interference, but he was definitely holding. There's the snap. Milton looking deep again. Throwing deep. He's got his man this time. Wow. Brought down at around the 30. Listen, I'm hard on the Florida Gators secondary, but it's hard to play defense on a perfectly thrown ball. That was a perfectly thrown ball, but the Florida Gator defense, that defensive line needs to get back there again. There's the cut from the running back for Tennessee, brought down for a 2-yard gain maybe. But that defensive line needs to get back out there. Whenever they got pressure on Joe Milton, he was ineffective. Even pressure in his face. They got to get pressure again whenever he's throwing. And there's Milton, tosses it to his man on the sideline and brought down for a gain of 6 on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and short. I can only feel like on this 3rd down, it's 4-down territory. So 3rd and 3 for the Volunteers. There's the snap. Hands it off to his man, left side, and he's going to be stopped short. 4th and 1. Here it is. They're going to go for it. They got to go for it. I'm telling you. Yep, Joe Milton. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Joe Milton right up the middle. And what do we have here? Did they not sell, or what's going, or And Florida Gators get in the backfield. Scooby Williams and a host of Florida defenders. Is there something I missed there? Or that is a turnover on downs. Yes. Okay. I was confused because I'm sitting there like, the referees go up to the coach. Yeah, so I'm waiting to see. Okay. I gotta listen because. Okay. All right. Florida Gators, even though defensively they let them charge down there, they got a 4th down stop. Thank goodness. Let's see if the offense can actually move the ball and don't go 3 and out again. There's the snap. ETN, and he is dropped for no gain on the play. They're trying those outside corners. I think what Tennessee's upset with, I guess they let someone come out. Tennessee didn't sub, I'm guessing. So that's what threw me off. I'm like, did Florida have too many men on the field? Let's see if it.
Shut it down. You'll just keep your arms out and you'll give them more time to sub. So there had to be something else involved with that.
Yeah. So that's where I was confused. Because I was like, are they trying to. Let's see. There's ETN. Left side, gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Gators. Or 3rd down and 4. Excuse me. So 3rd down conversion tonight. On the season, they're 32%. Tonight, 7 of 9 for the Florida Gators. That is absolutely crazy. And there's the snap. And, oh my goodness. Were they trying to run another wide receiver screen? Jesus Christ. Here we go. 4th and 4. Another 3 and out by the Florida Gator offense. Luckily, Tennessee screwed themselves on that last drive. So, it didn't hurt too bad. But, again, the Florida Gators are now trying to get too cute with these 2 drives. Going 3 and out both times. It's just, I was wondering. That's why I kind of held my enthusiasm. Because it's like, the only people that can really hurt Florida in this game right now is themselves. And it looks like the kick goes out of bounds. Maybe right at the 40. So, not the greatest punt in the world for the Florida Gators. But, see, bad play calling. The Muschamp offense is back. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, why? It's like, you only called that stretch run play or the zone read play one time out of 6 plays, and it's worked. Okay, one time it gets back to the line of scrimmage, but you're trying these other plays that just don't work, these wide receiver screens. It's just, you're running the ball fine. Just keep running it. I just don't get it, man. This is what holds me back on going, okay, this team is really good. It's just, run the ball inside. I wouldn't say like inside, maybe between the tackle and guard, or maybe just on the outside, maybe the 7 gap. Or if you go on the left side, the 7 gap, you go on the right side, the 6 gap. I would go outside at least, it's just, I still maybe run it between the tackles, but that's worked effective all game long. Yeah, trying to give the game away. Come on, Napier, you're using the same plays. They make adjustments and watch film at halftime. Luckily Tennessee went down there. They had a couple good throws. Florida got away with maybe a little pass interference, but, I'll take it. Florida needs it. This team makes me want to do Xanax. Brian Carter. Hey, they still have a 2-score lead. They're up by 16. They stopped Tennessee on a big 4th down. And now is Tennessee capable of scoring very quickly? Absolutely. I'm starting to feel like Tennessee comeback. with all these quick offensive outings. True. But they didn't give up on the last. See, if they gave up points to Tennessee on the last drive and they just went 3 and out again, I would be probably worse than what I'm feeling right now. But this is why I've been holding down my enthusiasm. Because it's just like, maybe that was another weird feeling I had. Because Florida could screw it up for themselves. It did only take 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, this third quarter's been going slow, especially all these freaking commercials. Let's see. Starting to remind me of the FSU game last year. Napier has always been trash in the third quarter. Yeah. It's just, man, that one play was almost disaster. Whenever it was the screenplay and it hits the backside of the offensive lineman, I thought the defender was going to get it, take it for a touchdown or something. There's a whole bunch of stuff that could have happened there. So, luckily it fell down. So, 31 people in here. What's going on? You're watching me sweat a little bit because it's like, Let's see what happened here. Are they going back to the fourth down play? Oh.
Kick the ball there. That's why the umpire ends up stopping play, because he saw that right there. But the crazy thing is that stopping play, Florida's then allowed to get 2 new defensive linemen into the game.
I don't think the defensive lineman was a factor, though, because they had pressure coming to the outside. So, all right, ball at the 38. Milton looks like they're doing quarterback zone read, and he was down on the ground, but looks like we have a flag down in the backfield. Usually when you have a long developing play like that, it's probably holding. Is it holding? Yeah, it's holding. Yeah, usually when them slow run plays, a lot of times that's going to be holding. That's why a lot of teams just go with the straight, just quick runs. Don't do anything slow developing. Six penalties for 39 for Tennessee, 3 for 20 for Florida. Man, it just, that's what's always killed Florida, penalties. And right now, look at Tennessee. Another wide receiver screen for them, and they're lucky to get 5 out of it if they got that. I think they got like 4. But, wide receiver screens, and again, this is Tennessee. They're just chewing up the clock. So Florida's going to give them that easy stuff, especially when it was 1st and 20. And another wide receiver screen. And, oh, my God, a Florida Gator defender just got trucked. Jesus. Was that Miguel Mitchell? My God. Sorry, I got to call it the way I see it, but he got lit up. But it brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Volunteers. That holding penalty looming large right now. There's the snap. Milton looking. He steps up into the pocket. He's looking to throw, and he's going to get the first down easily, running across midfield. And brought down, or steps outside about the 48. But watch this right here. Cacao! Lowers the shoulder, says, "Welcome to the SEC." Jesus. Hey, even when your old man gets knocked, hey, when he gets trucked, you got to call it still. I don't care about the rest of the season. Just need to shut these Vols up. That's right. First downs in the third quarter. Tennessee 7, Florida zilch. There's the snap. Milton going to hand it off to his running back and just juking and jiving his way for a 2-yard gain. It's like everything just stands still when they do these delayed running back hand. Look at this. False start on everybody but the center. Well, they say it. I love it when referees say that. I love it when they say it. Oh, they just say offense. I was like, false start, everybody but the center. And that means the center didn't snap it when he was supposed to. 2nd and 12 now for Tennessee. But again, the clock just tick, 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 tick. I mean, they're right at midfield I mean, they're just eating up the clock. So really, this is great for Florida. There's Milton. He's looking. He's just going to toss it to his man out of the backfield. He gets a great block down the sideline, and it's going to be stepped out at about the 35. Is that going to be a blindside block? Possibly? Because I saw the block. He got a great block, but I'm not sure if it was a blindside block. Personal foul, illegal blindside block. I'm not going to lie, that one might be a little questionable. Blake, when Billy wins this game, does the conversation around him and his job change? I'll take it as a Florida Gator fan, but it wasn't targeting, and it really wasn't much of a block to be considered a vicious hit. Also, the big recruits in attendance, do we have land some if we win? Maybe. And number 2 going to the outside, brought down across the 40, brought down about the 42, but Tennessee has a long way to go. It's going to be 3rd and forever for the Volunteers. And there's the snap. Milton looking, and he's got his man wide open, and he steps out of bounds at around the 47, 46. With them picking up that much, they may go for it. Yeah, so 4th and about 5 for the Volunteers. Will they just try to get the Florida Gators to jump? They only have 3 down linemen right now. 4th and 6 for the Volunteers. There's the snap. Milton looking, and looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Volunteers, and Milton just throws it out of bounds anyways, and it looks like the Volunteers are going to turn it over on downs because more than likely going to be a holding call. I will say this, that blindside block may have been a little ticky-tack because if he launched into him, I could see it being called. But I just don't want calls to be like, oh, y'all got away with it because the refs. Let's see, grind this quarter down. Yeah, that throw by Milton, I don't know where the hell he was throwing, though. Defense is bailing the offense out right now. They are. I actually think Tennessee's offense is bailing out everyone for Florida. Because Tennessee offense is just screwing themselves with the penalties, the careless mistakes, the holding calls. They've pushed themselves back so much that it's really helped out Florida. But I will say this, Billy Napier in his play call in the 3rd quarter was absolutely atrocious. It was pathetic. I mean, calling these ridiculous pass plays that does not need to be called is just unacceptable. But this is, I had Florida win in Tennessee because Tennessee didn't scare me. There's other teams that it's like, all right, you don't need to be doing stupid stuff against. Missouri, Arkansas. Because Missouri looks like, man, they look legit. I mean, they're doing pretty well. Arkansas, they got a team. Okay, they're actually not bad. So there's other teams that you can't be messing around with. Tennessee just didn't scare me at all. Let's see. This man almost called UT back into the game. Yeah. You don't fix what ain't broken, Billy. Over, under, how many ejections in CU? I say 3. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say at least 2 because they're going to fight once another. I'm going to say 2 gets ejected. Blake, you think we'll land Malik from UT if he loses the starting job to Archie? Oh, you talking about from Texas? No, because Florida's all in, I believe, on 2024 recruit DJ Lagway. But Archie Manning's going to be the guy at Texas once Quinn Ewers leaves. I've been hearing Arch Manning's been freaking lighting it up. And I don't know if he's on the depth chart as number 2, but a lot of people speculate that he could be the number 2. about midway through because he's progressed through the Texas offense. So why Mertz if he stays, DJ if not? First off, yeah, because Mertz is a redshirt junior. Mertz ain't going anywhere. Let's be honest there. Okay. But if Mertz comes in, Blake, I'm happy for you, man. Florida looks tough right now. They do. They just don't need to screw it for themselves. Napier doing his damnedest to recreate the choke at the doke. Oh, man. Any chance we see Tennessee stud QB2 tonight? See, that's what worried me. I was like, man, if Joe Milton gets hurt, man, Tennessee's got a quarterback that's pretty good. True freshman quarterback, Umamela, or was it Umamalin? Or whatever his last name is. He's pretty freaking good. So, Mertz has one more year of eligibility. Yeah, Matthew, I guess DJ coming in, it would rival Mertz, but it just depends on how Mertz plays the rest of the year. You know, if he does serviceable, they'll probably give him or at least he'll get a leg up in the starting position next year, but it really depends on how Mertz plays. If he plays crap down the stretch, yeah. We got to stop the screens, man. We got to speed. Here we go. 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Mertz at the helm, and there we go. There's Trayon Webb. Gain of 2 to the left side. That's fine. Between the guard and the tackle. And then you take time off the clock. You don't need to be in no rush. You're up 2 scores, and you're up 16 at that. Tennessee has went down there. They've screwed themselves. Just let them screw themselves. They always find a way to choke them way out of a game anyways. So, man in motion, that's Pearsall. There's the snap. Mertz looking to throw, and he's going to throw it to his man over the middle, but it's going to be incomplete, and it's going to stop the clock. 3rd and 8. Looks like we have a flag down. Let's see what it's on, who it's on. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. And it looks like Florida gets a break with a roughing the passer call. Let's see if it was. I'm not even gonna. 1st down and 10 for Florida. That was a break. My God, that they needed that after these horrible play calls. Oh my God, pistol set for the Gators. There's the snap. Trayon Webb going to the outside, and he is thrown down at the 41. Y'all tell me if that's bad. Y'all tell me if that was roughing the passer. I don't even think NFL would call that. Jesus, that's horrible. But I'll take it. Hey, home field advantage, right? Oh, man. You know what, man? I talk crap about Florida State getting calls and the refs on their side. Dang it, I'm going to have to not say that anymore. 2nd and 11 for Florida. Ricky Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking to throw, and he's got his man. That's going to be Caleb Douglas right at the 1st down marker. A little high. Good call. Didn't need to do it. That was not no. William Fisher, listen, it was not a good call. No, I'm going to disagree. And that's not an opinion. That's just that was a horrible call. That was a horrible call. If you just nudge the guy. I mean, listen, as a Florida Gator fan, I'm going to say that was not roughing the passer. I'll take it because Billy Napier's doing stupid shit and trying to like keep Tennessee in the game, but no, that was not. I'll take it. Throws a dart. Let's go. He threw it high. Caleb Douglas with a nice catch. Mertz played a lot better in the first half, which he didn't really need to throw the ball, but we're freaking throwing it. Stopping the clock. They better get, as long as they get a field goal here, they'll be fine. So, shit, that's not a given. Actually, that was because it was so late. All the announcers agreed, and I'm gonna disagree with them. I'm gonna disagree with them. That was not a late hit. It was a hit that was late, but it was not egregious. Dude, this injury bullcrap is pissing me off. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't. It was like if it was egregious, was late and unsportsmanlike. I think my late and unsportsmanlike is a lot different. If it was egregious, yes, but it wasn't egregious. Let's be honest. It was barely a little tap. He didn't even fall down. Listen, you can say it's a bad call. Listen, announcers agree with stuff all the time I don't agree with. But I'm just telling you, I will take it as a Florida Gator fan, but no way in hell was that. No way in hell. That was a... I've seen Joe Milton get hit a lot harder after his hits or after his throws tonight, and they didn't call it. So that's why I'm like, well, if you're going to call it, at least call it both ways. And I've seen Graham Mertz get hit a lot harder than that after getting rid of a ball. It was ticky-tack, but I will take it. Exactly. If you want to say it's ticky-tack, yes. Yes, I would say very ticky-tack. But it's like, I've seen just like Graham Mertz get hit earlier. He threw one, and I was like, oh, that's could be borderline. But it just, to me, it's like how the game is gone. If you're going to call it, go ahead and call it one, because maybe it's a makeup call from earlier, because Graham Mertz took a shot after he threw it. And he came out kind of limping, but again, I don't know why we're freaking throwing it. Freaking just run it. You know, it's like they lose a yard and they panic and they're like, no, we're not going to run it. Or we're not going to, we're just going to keep throwing it. Right now, you're up 2 scores. You're in Tennessee territory. Just run the ball. Run the ball. Our quarterback is bleeding, and we ain't stopping play, but these guys sit down on the slightest touch. If anything, defense should be doing this. Let's see. Let's see. Graham Mertz. There's the snap. There's ETN. Look at him push his legs. Gain of 3 going to the right side. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Gators. 2nd down and 8. That was definitely 3 yards, but okay. Man, the way, Florida Gators were running it, really play calling has stopped the run game. But dang it. Come on, I want to run. Pound it some more, ETN. Go left side. I want to see left side. Pistol set. Pearsall in motion. And there we go. Left side. Look at ETN. This is what I'm talking about. You simple idiots for Florida. Run the ball. God dang simpletons that don't freaking call these plays. If you run the ball, look at the success you get, you idiots. Sorry. Had to let that out because I'm getting pissed off. Because this is what they should have done. Tennessee can't tackle for shit. This is how you do it. 1st and goal. And guess what you should do? You should run it. You should run it. There you go. ETN, he gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. But guess what? It's 2nd and goal. You know what you do, Coach? You still run the ball. You run it. You run it. I like, man, ETN, that was all ETN. He made a cutback. I'm sorry, Marshall Johnson's a good back, but ETN should be the feature back. Boot slide, if you want to. But if it's not there, just throw it in the back of the end zone. But to me, I'm running with ETN until they can friggin' stop them. Pearsall in motion. There's a snap. And ETN, and right up the middle. I'm not particularly happy with that one, but you know what? They ran it. Take more time off the clock. Yeah, I would like... See, if you're going to run that out, I thought they were going to stretch it out to the left. But it's fine because it runs the clock. You got 3. Don't get up. You know what I mean? You got 3, I think. Yeah, up the middle. Man, it's outside runs have been working so well. 3rd and goal. Call me crazy, I'd run it. There's a snap. Mertz, well, is going to run it, but okay. I would have probably ran it with somebody else. Yeah, I know it's not a given 3, but they brought in a different kicker, and he's kicked 2 extra points. But I didn't mind it because you've kicked a couple extra points. You got a little better feel. It wasn't blocked. You bring in your new kicker, Trey Shamaxit. He's got a cool name. You got to deliver. 27-yard attempt. I mean, they're bringing the pressure on the right side. Just block it. Pinch down. Get inside. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's all you needed to do. That was it. The 3 play calls, other than Mertz taking it himself, I would have just, if you're just going to run it, don't run it with Mertz. Run it with ETN. Just run it with him. That's fine. I had a little bit better confidence in the kicking game because they had a couple extra points. That was just as good as an extra point. Right-footed kicker. Kick it on the right hash. You're good. Yeah. Up 19. Let's go D. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. That was, of all the crappy play calls that were called in the 3rd quarter, even though I don't know what simpleton thought of those play calls. I think I know who it was. But now the 4th quarter, it's like, hey, how about we do this that was working earlier and give it to our star running back? Maybe just a thought. I mean, they were about to call themselves out of the freaking game. Golly. Did you see Trace Mack? Man, he took a breath. He went, I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep rolling. Now, see, now the defensive line. Okay, so you know Tennessee's going to have to pass. Let's see, start Trey Mack. Tennessee's going to have to throw. This is where I want to see this pass rush, man, on the Florida Gators. I know on paper it's legit, but I've seen these guys play. They are very good, okay? Let's see. So many analysts were against us. You know, hey, listen, last Saturday I was, but then once I looked at Tennessee, I was like, man, they're not as good as I thought. Yeah. Man, I like the 1-2 punch, but I do like that Florida brought in Trayon Webb, though, too. Get him some game time, you know? Get him some good game time. But, I mean, once I saw Tennessee, I felt like they were a little overranked on 11. Let's see. Florida may beat them. Going to see Webb and ETN. Yeah, well, like I said, you know, my early schedule prediction, I had Florida losing to Tennessee. But, man, I saw Tennessee, and I was like, they just don't scare me. Like, their 2 games were just, I don't know. I felt like Florida, and then at the Swamp, it was going to be too much for Tennessee. Let's see. Colorado, Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders have, like, security guards with cowboy hats? Got the shades on, though, if y'all know that joke. Colorado is a 23-point favorite. Why would the other team's coach talk crap about them then? I don't get that one. Tennessee played 2 bad teams. I knew if Florida played limited mistakes, has a good chance. Yeah, and, you know, turnover-free football. You know, the only thing that stopped them is the play calling in the 3rd quarter, which was atrocious. But Tennessee stopped themselves. What happened there? So I see what they're probably talking about. Let's see.
This block right here was called. Killed another drive. So 2 of their drives, potentially points.
See, this is, I guess Tennessee waving the white flag now. 9:48. They're just running the ball. Now, slow down there on Georgia. Even though they struggled with South Carolina, that's slow down there. Georgia still, their offensive line versus Florida Gator defensive line. That's going to be. Oh, got tipped. I mean, Tennessee has just showed their hand all night. Nothing like downfield like I thought they would. I really thought they were going to test the Florida Gator secondary. They've just been running these wide receiver screens. It's like I'm watching Florida Gator offense from last year where they just ran screens all the time. It's like like how many times are you gonna run it? I mean, 19-point lead with 9 minutes left. Unless something really bad happens, I think Florida got this one in the bag. But here's number 2. Oh, a nice little shifty shift. Oh, weaving his way to about the 40-yard line and a first down for the Volunteers. And remember, folks, this is where it helps out Florida. No, they have too many men on the field. And gain of about 4 on the play. Or did they not? Okay. Yeah, I think they did. I saw one guy coming on, one guy coming off. See, this is why you substituting when Tennessee didn't. Oh, well. I mean, learning mistake. This is where a good time where you learn to not do that. Because a lot of teams go up tempo. You don't switch out. Is that Kelby Collins coming in? I like him, but let's see if Kelby Collins does something right here. I'm a big fan of Kelby Collins, true freshman. Let's see. Down at the bottom. Let's see. Gets that bulldozing his way. And incomplete. Number 10 was his intended target. Is that Jordan Castell in on the coverage again? Now, that one might have been better coverage than his other one. I think this one was good coverage. Let's see. Comes down. Yeah, that was good coverage. Perfect timing. And Joe Milton looking deep. Throwing deep. Got a man. Touchdown. Tennessee strikes quickly to Brew McCoy. A 55-yard reception touchdown. And Tennessee on the board. And ladies and gentlemen, hold on a minute. I think it's going to be our. I mean, that was, yeah, Jakeem Jackson. Was another guy coming on late? Jesus. Yeah. Well, that just cuts the deficit a little more. It's still a 2-score game, even if they get this 2-point conversion. So it looks like we have timeout Tennessee. Again, is it timeout Florida? Well, I'll say if that was timeout Tennessee, that's terrible. Where is the safeties? They're eating lunch, I guess. I don't know. See, this right here, like these downfield shots, is what I was concerned about. But luckily, they really didn't take too many. And when they did, I mean, they've hit on a couple. I mean, they hit on 2 of them. Or 2 or 3 of them. But they haven't took as many as I thought. I really thought they were going to, like, just do this all game. Florida needs to kill the game here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, it sucks they got a big, long touchdown. Let's see. Wish we would have scored a touchdown over field goals. Yeah. I'm not freaking out yet. If something crazy happens, like 3 and out or, onside kick Tennessee gets, all right. Last drive, we needed to punch it in. Yeah. It's all right. Because the only thing is now, instead of it was a 2-score, because it's still going to be a 2-score game. So with 8 minutes, they're going to have to stop Florida twice and still score twice. So do I think it's over? If Florida does it right, if Tennessee does onside kick and recover it, or if Florida recovers onside kick, they'll be able to burn clock. Tennessee has only one timeout. The clock doesn't stop on first downs anymore. So as long as you're effective in the run game, you don't do anything stupid. Yes, they should milk this. It should be fine. You go into your 4-minute offense. It's not all right. We need to stop playing like little girls and finish the game. Anthony, yeah, well, I'm trying to be positive. A lot of people say I'm not very positive. Usually I'm freaking out and going, "You stupid idiots." But I'm doing the math in my head. They scored a little quicker than what I was hoping. I was hoping they would get it down to maybe 6 minutes and then still a 2-score game. A lot of these games seem faster than previous seasons because it doesn't stop on every first down anymore. So the games they do it so they could put more commercials in too. Let's see what did the stats show tonight. Let's see. All right, 2-point conversion. So let's see. And there's a snap. Milton going to his right. And he's just hit out of bounds. 2-point conversion, no good. Milton looked scared. He had a guy actually open on just a little corner, just right there, and he didn't throw it. That's on him. Still a 2-score game. Man, it was gonna be that anyways, but instead of a touchdown field goal, they're gonna have to score a touchdown, and stop Florida, which I feel like they just can't stop. As long as Florida just runs the ball right, they'll be able to milk the clock. They'll be able to eat some of that clock. But if they do something stupid, I guess I got to take that into consideration too. See, Mertz has thrown the ball 24 times. I said he should throw it about 20. For 196, 1 touchdown. That's all I need from him. That is it. I don't need him to be Superman. Eugene Wilson's still the receiving leader of the game. But ETN, man, 17 carries, 147, 1 touchdown. That's going to be your MVP of the game. All right. Well, let's see what they do. Maybe a little pooch kick. No. They're just going to drill it. 1st and 10 for the Florida Gators at their own 25. See, the thing about Tennessee, they messed themselves up, though. They messed themselves up with taking 2 quick timeouts. They messed up there. They're going to screw themselves out of something anyways. All right. Ball security. Who's in the game? Montrell Johnson. All right. Total yards in the second half. Tennessee 229. But again, they've been stalling out when they get down there. So the Florida Gator defense has done a great job of that. Ricky Pearsall in motion. And give it to Montrell Johnson. Give it to your bruiser. Gain of about 2 up the middle. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. And you just Devin Leary somehow avoids a sack and throws pass. Oh, we have an injured Tennessee volunteer. Yeah. Something in his eye. His eyeball. CTN. fake injuries for the rest of the game, every run play. They could. I mean, but it still goes to a 25-second play clock, and they still run it, so. So, I mean, it may save you maybe 10 seconds. Actually, no, they went to a 40-second play clock and runs it. So, really, that doesn't help them at all. That helps Florida. I thought it went to a 25. Tonight, Grimmer, it's 19. Oh, he's only 166. That's fine. Yeah, run the clock down. Just take all your time. It's just don't be in no hurry. It's fine. Make it boring. Oh, I'm okay with boring. See, it's under 8 minutes now. Why are you snapping it? No, go to 10 seconds. Oh, man. All right, there we go. There's Johnson, and he is brought down about 4 yards shy of the first down. So 3rd down and 4 for the Gators. ETN. Bring ETN in. Please, is there another? Oh. So 3rd and 4, pistol set for the Gators. Single receiver up to the top. This should be a run play. I would have liked to see ETN, though. Maybe they play action it. No, they're going to run it. Johnson! And he's going to be brought down. Oh, my goodness. I got freaked out there for a minute. It's 4th down. But I swore I saw him try to reach out for the ball, try to reach for that goal line. And do not do that. Do not do that. Man, if ETN's right there, that's first down. Gosh. So I want like ETN in. They going for it? Nice. I don't know about this. They just try to draw them off, I guess. Tennessee jumps off sides like the simpletons they are. How stupid are they? My God, they got a worse coach defense than Florida. Oh God, Tennessee with the dumbest. Their IQ has to be 0. Who is that defensive tackle? Has got to be the dumbest player on Tennessee. How embarrassing! Tennessee's got a Tennessee. Dummies. Stupid. Good old Rocky Top. Bunch of simpletons. Oh my God, what an idiot. Oh, fresh set down for the Gators. 6 minutes and counting. And there's Johnson going to the outside, but he is going to be brought down for a loss on the play. But really the biggest thing is the clock keeps rolling. Tennessee only 1 timeout. And because you have guys with no sense of awareness. Oh, my God. Oh, that. Maybe a little bit of a hold. Again, I'm telling you guys, listen, it's good to be a home team, I guess, for once. You can't spell citrus without UT. Let's see. And they almost jumped again. No, it was a listen. All right, there's ETN going to the outside, using that speed. He goes out of bounds, but it's not a huge deal. It stops for a second, but it keeps rolling. He's fine. I'm going to lose my hair with these horrible first down calls. 3rd and 7. Listen, it was great. It's a great call because Billy Napier looked smart because the Tennessee, the Tennessee defensive lineman was just that dumb and made Billy Napier look smart. But it was great because guess what? If you don't get it, you have 2 timeouts. Just call one. That's what they were going to do. Teams just don't do that. That's how stupid the defensive lineman was for Tennessee. And look at ETN. Arm tackles don't get him. And he is brought down for a gain of 1. That's fine because it ate up. What was it? 3 minutes a clock? I mean, there's still 34. It's going to be under 4 minutes. It's going to be about the 350, 348 mark until Tennessee fields the punt, so they can score quick. But again, they only have one timeout. They have to score very quick. Yeah, funny as hell, they knew they weren't. No, that Brian Carter. They weren't running a play. That all that was to get them to jump. The center's responsibility was, if they jump, you snap it as soon as they jump. Oh, not the best punt in the world. Not the best punt in the world. And it looks like out about the 33. So Tennessee Volunteers are going to have to go 67 yards rather quickly. They'll probably attempt a onside kick and see if they can get that. But it's an uphill climb for Tennessee right now. But yeah, I mean, that was. Oh my gosh. Tennessee always finds a way just to screw theirself, don't they? I get no throwing it there. Yeah, you don't throw it. No, absolutely not. You don't throw it. I don't care if Sam Hartman was my quarterback. I'm not throwing that ball. I'm not even, because too many things can happen. A tip pass, the receiver drops it, stops the clock. Hell no. Just run it. It's fine. They ate up too much time. Now it's up to your defense, because listen, you have confidence in your defense. Okay, defense, we took off what, three minutes of clock because Tennessee is dumb. What Tennessee is doing is what I've seen Florida do for like 2 or 3 years now. And it's satisfying to me that another team is doing it, and it's pissing off their fan base. Our special teams needs to get better. Also, I'm worried about Graham Mertz. It'd be fine. We have another quarterback that can hand it off to our running backs. So that's all they need to do. We have another quarterback that could just give it to ETN. Seems like something is wrong with his hand. I think he might have a laceration or something. Might have a cut, but I'm telling you, it was one. Like I said, I was talking to someone about the late hit on Mertz, the one that was kind of ticky-tack. He took a late hit shot that I thought was more of a late hit than the one they called. It could have been maybe a makeup call, but he got hit pretty hard. I was like, holy cow. And he came up doing his hand. It was in the middle of the third quarter, I believe. So, it'd be all right. Also, if Napier does not fire, demote special teams game manager coach, he'll end up like Mullen. Very, very well. I mean, you're going to need special teams down the line. You know, hell, it could come up in this game, because if Tennessee scores, onside kick, hopefully your game manager knows what he's doing. Or game changer. It's a game ender. Come on. I don't get these coaches a special bond to keep these crap coaches who cost them games. I don't know. I just feel like it's hard to screw this up right now. I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. Need an offensive coordinator. Heard that Billy Napier might be doing that next year, which would be awesome. You get some more consistency out of play calling. Yeah, but it's like plays are being called different, Anthony. It's weird. I don't know. All right, here we go. There's Milton. And gives it to his man, number 15. Shakes and bakes his way about the 45. So big gain on first down. But again, this is where it helps out. Actually, the 50, midfield. The clock keeps rolling. So 33, 32. And there's Milton. He's going to have to throw it deep. And he's throwing it deep. He's got his man another first down. Jason Marshall in on the coverage. Brew McCoy with another catch. So now in Florida Gator territory at the 38-yard line. Milton looking, backs up, releases, got a man wide open. Another complete first down. But again, clock doesn't stop on first downs. This is great for Florida, but they are moving the ball really freaking quickly right now. So even with Tennessee's only one timeout, Milton, there's the snap. He's got it. Florida brings pressure, going to the end zone, and out of the reach of his intended receiver. Going to bring up second down, 2:51 left in the ball game. Ooh, just out of the reach of his intended receiver. Oh! Second down and 10 for the Volunteers. I feel like Florida's been bringing pressure and just staying one-on-one coverage, going man coverage. They may need to think about maybe dropping some guys and keep a spy on Joe Milton. It looks like they're bringing pressure again. There's a snap. Milton looking deep, throwing deep, and little tug on the jersey, but no call. Third down. I'm not going to lie, that was a lot of tugging on that play call. Oh, man. Right at the end, just, kind of hard to see. I swear I saw him pulling on his jersey. Oh, no. Jalen Kimber down. Let's see right here. Let's see right there whenever his, yeah. You know what, though? I mean, it wasn't going to be completed, but he did grab right. He maybe embellished it a little bit. I saw the jersey go. Could you call it? Maybe. See, again, that's one of the ones that's, I think the receiver kind of went back and did a little LeBron James, kind of sold it a little bit. But you also saw the jersey go, so surprised it wasn't called. Hopefully Kimber's all right. He broke his, I believe, his arm last year. He played in a freaking cast. And I really like Jalen Kimber. I thought Coach Raymond would have had the secondary together by now. But you know what, though? This is what I thought Tennessee would be doing, is airing it out, man. They went with these wide receiver screens. Could be an ACL. That sucks. Oh, no. No, don't be saying that. Gosh, see, if it is, man, that's Kimber just, man, that sucks. I think he's all right. I think he's all right. Let's do this area here.
It's just 4 pass attempts after halftime. He completed 2 of them. It's been interesting how they've handled the lead here in the third quarter. No points on the board other than just a field goal.
You're down 13, and go back and you think about some of those timeouts, those precious timeouts.
Yep. That's what I was saying. The timeouts are going to be killer because I laughed at it whenever Tennessee called the timeouts. I was like, man, that's going to really suck because y'all are losing. Y'all may need those timeouts later in the game, and literally it is. They only have one timeout. I mean, let's see. I hate the conservative offensive play call in the second half. Never been a fan of that. You know, I think what it is the play calls they were calling was crap. You know, run the ball with your studs. But these little wide receiver screens or these little short routes that you might as well just run the ball, you know? All right, here we go. Let's see if this secondary can get an interception or the defensive line can get to Milton. There's the snap. There's the catch. Oh, no, it's going to be incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Volunteers. 2:37 left. Looks like Milton's just overthrowing at this point now. On that, oh, we got another player down for Florida. Who is this? Man, 2 plays in a row. I wonder if these guys are cramping up a little bit, especially with Tennessee. They've ran a lot of offensive plays in this game, and the defense they've had to run around everywhere. Let's see what they're saying. But I don't know.
He's going to be okay.
He bounced right up, hitting the
Yeah.
ground, and
I,
then
I think he's cramping.
the end zone.
That's a lot of running for these guys, man. I mean, I don't know how many miles they run throughout the entirety of a game, but it's got to be a lot, especially in the secondary. Better get this stop. Don't show special teams to recover the onside kick. Be like last year. Yeah. What Tennessee's going to do? They're going to try to get the 10 yards. If they don't, game over. Florida wins. That's Devin Moore, probably one of the fastest players for the Florida Gators. Let's see how loud the crowd can get.
Eugene Jackson, a true freshman now in the corner. The Gators get a little thin in the back end. We get a stop here, and that should do it.
All right, here we go. 4th and 10. Wait, oh, we got a fan on the field. Got a fan on the field. Got a fan on the field. I'm rooting for Florida. UGA. No, I'm not rooting for UGA. I'm just saying, hey, that's your name, UGA. There's no Grantham. You got this. There was a fan that went on the field, though. Did they tackle him? I wish they would show it. Like, seriously, like, I mean, come on, show the guy getting plastered. Just, oh. Here we go. Game right here, 4th and 10. Joe Milton talked a lot of smack. There's the snap. Milton looking, throwing, incomplete. And that's it. That will be it. Milton, incomplete. And I guess he does lose in Florida. Oh, my goodness. I mean, one timeout. Yeah, that's pretty much game. Where was he throwing? I mean, I know where he's throwing. But they did exactly what I said earlier. Have a spy. Watch a run. You'll be fine. And that's exactly what they did. Again, simple stuff. I feel like these coaches just sometimes the simplest stuff seems too complex to them. Especially the Florida Gators coaching staff. Because these guys. Fat lady is singing right now. We all love this team, but we need a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, there's ETN. Keep running. First down and more. Let's go. ETN, by far the best offensive player for the Florida, actually the best player for the Florida Gators today. Graham Mertz can be excited, but no, buddy. ETN is the man, not you. Let's give credit where credit's due. You're just the Alex Smith of the Florida Gators. ETN, 20 attempts, 174 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. Run the ball, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. About time these simple idiots, coaching staff for Florida, finally got their crap together and ran the ball. ETN brought down for a loss, but the damage is done. It's fine. He got the 1 first down. That's really what you needed. How loud is it?
Immediately at the conclusion.
This first time Florida has beaten a ranked team here at the Swamp since 2019.
Dang it, man. Since 2019, that's the last time that Florida Gators have beat someone in the Swamp that's ranked? Jesus. Lost 6 straight versus ranked opponents. Hey, I'll take it. But like someone said, this team needs a lot of work. Still a lot to do. I feel like a lot of Florida Gator fans knew that Florida had a good shot to beat Tennessee. Up the middle, no gain. Going to bring up 3rd down. Let's see. Almost missed the game because when I looked up the start time, my phone, let's see. That would have sucked. Sometimes it gets me off because I'm Central Time. So Eastern Time, Central Time, sometimes my phone doesn't like tell me if it's Eastern Time or Central Time. That Colorado State game is going to be interesting.
Feet in Boulder for the Buffs and the Rams. The Tennessee misery in the swamp will continue. It will extend to 22.
What's going on? What'd I miss? Are they just enjoying it, I guess? 14 seconds left? I don't know. Who called time? I guess Florida called timeout. They doing like a Georgia thing where they called from years ago. Give it to ETN. Let them bust off a 70-yard touchdown run. No, crazy anime gamer. They didn't beat them in the or no, they did. Yeah. Was Utah ranked? Yeah, they were ranked. Yeah, they're ranked. Took me a minute. Maybe they meant SEC opponent. Because I'm sitting there trying to think. It's like, what would it be 2019? Probably anybody in the SEC. It's like, we're just going to have a kneel down? Or are they going to run it? There we go. ETN makes a cut and gets about 4 more. Gets about to the original line of scrimmage. And 7 seconds. Did Tennessee call the timeout? No, they didn't. Did they? Why? Yeah, they did. He called timeout for some reason. Okay. I mean, game's over. Florida will get the victory. Even their Tennessee players were leaving. They're like, all right, I'm getting out of here. Florida fans, do not storm the field, please. Just please do not storm the field. We're not like other teams. It's been a minute since Florida has looked this good. Well, especially the first half. Kind of didn't do a whole lot. Tennessee kind of shot themselves in the foot in the second half, so. I guess they're just going to run a play and just run around for 80 seconds, I guess. And now we're going to cause a fight. What is going? Hey, these guys are boxing. Hey, oh yeah, get him, get him, box him, punch him in the face. What in the world? I don't. This has become now a crap show at the end. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really too happy at the ending. Florida just acting like a bunch of idiots now. I mean, seriously, why you gotta act like that? Hey, I like the win. Florida players act like a bunch of idiots at the end of the game. Just win. Just why you gotta wave them out, do all this stupid crap. I mean, this team, even in a win, can make me feel like, why do you have to act like a bunch of idiots? Was it Colorado State they've been? Well, big win for Florida. And I'm watching the Colorado State game just came on. But big win for Florida. Didn't like the ending to the game. Either team, really. I mean, you kind of just made it stupid. Graham Mertz, why is he trying to go down? Or just go ahead and take a freaking knee, dude. And you're just only causing trouble for everyone. That's just a stupidity for Florida. They always got to be embarrassing somehow. What? Just win. Tennessee's the reason. I mean, they're upset. I mean, don't be freaking going down to their level when that's what they wanted you to do. Oh, dang! Colorado State came to play a little bit. Thanks, Blake. Hey, no problem, Mark, buddy. Kind of. I mean, other than the ending, I'm just going to take the ending out of the way. I was happy with their performance, especially first half. Really, you could tell Florida won that game first half. I mean, they had a 26-7 lead. Ending of the game was 29 to 6 or 29 to 16. So a late hit on Mertz. Well, why is Mertz going around? He's still up. I'd hit him too. I'd hit him too. If I'm the defense, I'm hitting the crap out of him. You gonna sit there and try to run around and just take a knee. Just take a freaking knee. So, and it wasn't even that big of a hit, by the way. Larry Best, what's up, buddy? Hey, I'll take it, man. Go Gators. It's just, Florida just stooped down to Tennessee's level, in my opinion. They went over there. Let's see a brawl started. Yeah, I just don't like it. I'm like, man, Florida's better than that. You see, the teams that are notorious for it. Tennessee they throw mustard bottles. Florida State, when they get mad. Miami, you've seen it in the past. Oh, intercepted! Shedeur Sanders intercepted. Oh my goodness. Oh, God. There's about to be some guys ejected. You want to talk about some fights? Colorado State game, there's about to be some fights in this game. Y'all need to watch this. If you don't watch this game, that's going to be interesting. Oh, wow. He almost called it. Interesting. But, man, I'm happy that the Florida Gators came out. They just balls of trash. I mean, yeah, but what I hated was Florida going down to that level. They're pissed. They're mad. Whatever. I didn't like it at the end. Graham Mertz, just go ahead and go down. Don't even let them get close. Crazy Anime Gamer, $5 donation. What's up, buddy? Let's go. That's just what I hate. I'm a guy where it's like, I've seen that in high school football this weekend. Coach is getting mad because they put up 72 on them. Like, okay, they put up 73 on you. Okay, just walk away. Just don't stoop to that level. They're jerks. Next year, you beat the crap out of them. Go Gators, great win. Great stream, Blake. Appreciate it, man. Let's see, Josh Heupel's a joke. I should have walked away. Should have walked away with loss. They look like a joke. Now, I do agree with that. Like, actually, that's another thing. Why would Josh Heupel call a freaking timeout? Like, I mean, really, why would they freaking call a timeout? The game is over. Don't call a timeout. Now, that one I had to be reminded of. That was dumb. That was absolutely dumb. So, but again, Florida, don't stoop down to their level. Take the knee. Let them score. Whatever. The game's over anyways. They're only going to have 5 seconds. Hopefully no suspension for punches thrown. That's my issue, is you're doing stuff like that could get you in trouble. Now, granted, next week it's Creighton or whatever it is. It's like some team you're going to destroy, okay? But it's still the point. It's like, don't put yourself into a position where you could get suspended or something happens to the team. But it is, Charlotte. Yeah, so Charlotte. I mean, it's not going to be an issue with Charlotte. Okay, let's be honest there. But to me, Florida just imposed their will. Tennessee did not take advantage of the situations. They it's like they had Florida on the ropes on defense a couple of times, and they just shot themselves in the foot with costly penalties, things that they just weren't ready for. Going into the swamp. That's why the swamp is tough to play. It makes you make mistakes like they did tonight. Larry Best, the streak continues. By Falls. Yeah, man. That's why everyone says you got to take history out of it. Florida does have something over Tennessee, but Tennessee coming in they're coming in the game ranked number 11. But I was looking, man, I'm like, man, this Tennessee game after watching Virginia and watching their 2 games, it's like they're all right. But I was like, I don't see them, as a top 15 team even, So that's why I went ahead. I was like, hey, as much as I've seen, I was like, I think Florida could beat them. I think Florida will beat them. So I like it. I love it. And now I'm watching this Colorado State game, and I'm interested to see what happens here. How many guys get thrown out of this game? Say we needed that win badly. Well, we needed the McNeese State last week that started it. Needed a top 15 win. And it's not first game. This is the 3rd game of the year. So beating Tennessee, beating a rival gets you going. You got Charlotte coming in. That's going to be a win. Let's be honest. And you start the season 3-1, and you're halfway where I would be happy if the Florida Gators can get bowl eligible at this point, because it's a rough schedule. After Charlotte, it gets rough for the Gators. But if you look down the list now, where will Florida State? How will they be playing? As the season goes on, so they're a tough game. Arkansas is going to be tough. Missouri is going to be tough. South Carolina. You also got Georgia. So Florida needed this win badly, and I'm all right with it. I'm definitely okay with it. Just hated the outcome. I just wish Florida just wouldn't even go with them. It's freaking Kentucky. Kentucky, yeah. I had Florida in my early schedule prediction beating Kentucky. Devin Leary he's all right. And they're gonna get Florida fits on some things, but I think they should beat them still. They don't scare me like they didn't even scare me at the beginning. So, but man, this Colorado State game, man, this is gonna be interesting. Another first down for Colorado State. They're probably going to fight some guys. Oh, man. Let's see. Do we keep the same kicker? I mean, you go to Charlotte. It had to be the kicker. You take your kicker out, and kicker goes 3 for 3, 2 extra points, and a field goal. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you should just go with Trace Mack. I feel like you should. He'll be all right. I think he'll get the job done. You saw tonight. Pressure kicks, some of them were. Game changer needs to be gone. Yeah, that title needs to be gone, too, along with him. Oh, that's. It just. I don't know. If everyone else had a game changer coordinator, they would do it. Well, they don't. And your special teams is probably one of the worst in the country. I don't think it's the worst, but it could be one of the worst. Players will be suspended for that fight. I just hope it's just a one game, but I hated that. I hated Florida looking like that. I make fun of Florida State fans because I've always seen kind of Florida State doing that kind of crap. They're always, just doing waving by or just being stupid to the level. I just hate it. I hate it. I can't stand it. So, I don't know. This Colorado, let's see, holding on the offense. I'm going to get to watch this. That's going to be fun. You know what, though? Punter sucked. Yeah, the punter, like I said, it's all special teams. So, I noticed, though, in my streams, when Florida loses, I get a lot of people coming in here to see my reaction. I think they know my reaction if they win. It's like, all right, Blake's gonna be happy. But yeah, I'm happy, but there's some things that need to be worked on. Defensively, I think the defensive line was good. They were serviceable, especially in the first half. After the first drive, they really got to Joe Milton. The secondary got some holes in it. They could be thrown on. I'm surprised Tennessee didn't throw the ball as much as they did, especially down the field. But, I mean, every team has something to work on. So, I agree, man. Love your content, brother. Put the game on mute and listen to you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, dude. I try to keep it entertaining. I was going to have somebody coming with me, but unfortunately I couldn't. So, didn't even know if I was going to be able to at first. But glad I did. Because man, how many, what just happened? Personal foul on Colorado. First down, Colorado State. Wow. So, I mean, after a victory, you still, okay, how did you win? Florida dominated in that first half. Second half, man, they're going to have to clean some of that up. Into the game, bad look. But the first half, man, they got Mertz moving, play action. I will say this, though, Mertz first half, some big third down conversions. Big third down conversions that were great. Hey, Blake, I think Heupel just pulled a Pete Rose. Oh, man. I'm gonna have fun watching the end of it. That's gonna be awesome. Oh. Did he intercept that? Oh, incomplete. What in the world? I'm watching the Colorado State game. I'm trying to figure out what the heck the Colorado State quarterback just did. Oh, he didn't catch it. But he looks down whenever he got sacked. I don't know. But there's still some things to work on, though. There's still some things to work on. And I'm just glad the Florida Gators got a big-time win. A big-time win in the Swamp. Crowd was loud. And it was just like you had that feel like Utah last year when they were excited. So, Milton ain't him. No, but, I mean, I felt like that play calling was terrible for Tennessee. Felt like it was kind of like the old wide receiver screens and stuff. So, that Florida would do. But, gosh, Lee. Colorado State. I mean, these guys, you talk about the ending to the Florida-Tennessee game. It's about to look like this with this Colorado State game, like the entire game. That is awesome. Let's see where we play Kentucky at in the Swamp. Blake, take care. Catch you in the next one. Good, sir. Appreciate it, buddy. Probably the next one will be week 5. I won't do one next week. It's Charlotte. I'm not even gonna worry about that one. Charlotte should be an easy win. It shouldn't be nothing. As long as Florida does what they did against McNeese State, just run the ball. You'll be fine. Billy needs to focus on game management and recruiting. Have an OC. Call the plays. No, it's in Lexington, Blake. Is it? I thought Florida played them at Kentucky last year. Dang it, man. Well, I guess I was wrong. Let's see, because they play Arkansas at home. Missouri. They play them away. They play FSU at home. They play them in the Swamp. I'm trying to think. By the way, just so y'all know, Wyoming and number 4 Texas is tied in the 4th quarter. Are you freaking kidding me? What is up with these upper-ranked teams? I guess there's no dominant team at all this year. No, we lost last year with Richardson. I got you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because I didn't understand why he played that bad. They had 2 home games. It was Utah and Kentucky. That's right. You're right. Imagine UF heading 6-1 against Georgia. It would be awesome. I would have to really look. Like I said, I was able to get a good sense of Tennessee, and Florida let them. I think the score could have been a lot worse than what it was. Yeah, Mizzou on the road. Because I remember that one because 2 years ago, Missouri, that was the Dan Mullen game when Missouri beat them. Remember the lightsaber? It wasn't last year, it was the year after. Man, oh man. At best, 5-2. I wouldn't mind 5-2. Would not mind that at all. 5-2 going to Georgia. So, agreed. Billy took it easy on them. I just felt like, let's see. Okay, they called a sack on Colorado State. It just, second half. And Graham Mertz's hand, it could have been a factor. He did take a late hit and got his hand jammed up. Intercepted! Intercepted Colorado. Wow. Wow. Colorado State had a 3-0 lead. They minus because there was a 15-yard penalty, and Deion Sanders' son for a pick six. What an idiot throw. So, I think everybody's wanting Colorado to lose, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're let's see, after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. How do you get unsportsmanlike conduct when they just run an 80-yard interception touchdown? That's terrible. Graham got his hand messed up, one tapped up, and throwing hand was bleeding, I believe. Yeah. So, man, oh man, I'm gonna sit here and watch this Colorado State game. I'm gonna get off here. I'll make a video probably tomorrow. I'll have the video on the Florida Tennessee game because I really want to watch that Florida Tennessee game and see what I missed, what happened in the second half. So I'm gonna take my time on that, and plus I want to watch this game, see how many fights there are, because it looks like Colorado State game. It looks like these guys are just hate each other. Oh my gosh. And everybody hates Colorado anyways. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll holler at y'all later. I'll be back week 5 on a live. And Florida goes 2-1. Oh, and now ESPN just punches thrown in the swamp. But I'll be back week 5 when Florida takes on, Kentucky? That would be awesome. All right, guys. Well, it was fun. Florida impressed me. Defensive line got after it. Got after Joe Milton. Got some pressure on him. And I'll take a W. Hate what happened at the end. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But, all right, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And go Gators. 2-1. Let's go.